All right. We're in, boys. Welcome in. First edition of Caskey Clicker Live. We are a little behind. We're going to figure a way out to get this thing kind of a little bit more on speed. But if you want to laugh at us and watch our reaction to something that you know that's already happened, feel free.
Man over.
Bama just picked it off.
Bama down the sidelines. Is that Kool-Aid?
He went out.
Hey, again, you can't do that. Tennessee.
Get out of bounds.
Oh, shit.
You're running the ball.
Well, now you got a touchdown up here.
Oh, boy.
First play of the game, they take the top off the defense.
How's that? Not a good start.
Sorry, there was a lot going on right there. This is my first time doing
Hey,
this. There's a lot going on.
This
right
is
now.
like kind of when you're at the auction house and you're going 100, 150, 150, 150,
They're gonna call PI.
That's what this thing is. Like, it's a lot going on.
All right, I'll catch my bearings now. I think I'm good.
Yeah, you'll get settled in. Couple solo cups. We'll be. Perkins gets beat on the first play.
That wasn't Perk.
Now, when you return the kickoff to the 50-yard line, whatever they did, that's not a good start either. But you kind of got to expect that at this point from LSU. It's just defense. You better get your bearings together early because
you're
gonna have to really you have to pick up the slack. But
we haven't played for a minute.
That's a chore.
A minute has not ran off the clock.
you see how easy he threw that ball? Yeah. Like, he dropped a dime. I mean, that's no excuse, but
Well, he's talented.
Alabama defensive pass
interference
takes back the interception.
What the obsession with Tom Petty is unbelievable, and the fact that they got upset with LSU playing that during Tom Petty's memorial at Ben Hill Griffin when LSU had no idea will never make sense to me. They booed the LSU band off the field after they were trying to play a Tom Petty tribute.
Wow. I mean, it feels like every week we say you need to start off better, start off strong, and then.
Yeah, that was not ideal.
Yeah, that's not ideal. 2 plays.
it's such an easy. It's such an easy protection too. Went back and looked at it, and they're running basically a post route on the left. They ran a crosser, and Max protected with 7 other dudes, and it's it's simple. It's simple football.
Touchdown Tennessee.
Well, and it's what LSU. It's kind of like what LSU's trying to do to get started against Tennessee, right? Wasn't that a similar route concept with Keyshawn Green? What they trying to throw him?
Yeah.
It's a 2-man read where just up and let that thing rip.
So I don't know how easy that is to see, but that's all that play was. It was just a hard play action. It was a hard play action to the left. Tight end came back. All these guys are just in wide zone play action. He comes back over to help the tight end out. You get the back and the flat to layer it and just ran a post. And honestly, I mean, that's
as basic as it gets.
Honestly, that's day one install. And it's crazy that, that sometimes, and as a coach, I think some of the easiest things to do are the day one install. Yeah. People forget. People want to be like, man, we got to come up with something new every week. And that's not necessarily true. Uh-oh. See it now? I'm losing my markers. See, I'm all out.
This is a high-paced environment.
And I about fell down too.
Yep. I gotta get myself set up.
There we go. I'm good.
We're settled.
I'm good.
He had a drop from New Orleans. He came in hot. Usually as a coach, you would what? Yeah, go ahead and grab big ball.
So I came in hot. So
was that a fine? Is that a kangaroo court situation we have for you, Coach?
Hey, so just so y'all understand, my wife just said hold the board still. So I'm learning here.
Okay,
so we are. I'm glad that I have my coach is watching, and we're trying to get better at this. This is I am coachable. So any of y'all in the chat too.
Let us know.
Let us know what I can do to get better, because I'm all for it.
I'm trying to monitor the stream, and we have. I don't know why the TV talks to us the way it does, but it couldn't be worse.
Here, let me do this. Which one is that?
Big ball.
Big ball?
You getting up there?
Let me see if he'll do it.
Oh, it's taking you.
Let me tell you something.
Let's go. Coach Caskey.
Coach Caskey.
With the audible.
Coach Caskey may be having some issues in here with this, but Coach Caskey could get the TV rolling.
Got the TV
All right, we're.
How about Jalen Hyatt today for Tennessee? 5 touchdowns on 6 receptions for 200 yards.
That's crazy.
That's Randy Moss.
He has 6 receptions for 207.
And 5 touchdowns.
That's unreal. So, hold on, he has 5 touchdowns
5 touchdowns.
on 6 receptions.
Yeah.
Oh, you get the
There we go.
Kayshawn.
Kayshawn, I took the over on his receptions. On his receiving yards. It was 35. We were halfway there.
You might be more than halfway there, Coach. So is this on time now? Is that what we're talking about? That should be on time, right?
Yeah, I think we're
It says it's all the way up.
Usually the streams are actually ahead of the national TV by a few seconds.
Yeah, you got it on mute.
The TV's muted, Lloyd.
TV's muted, man.
I understand
Unmute the
It
TV.
doesn't have an unmute button.
Well, you got to figure that out.
I know,
Well, we got video.
Video
That's what
there.
we got
matters.
video,
All right.
and we got the
How about
audio.
Kayshawn, man? I think it's
There
good.
we go.
You gotta get him rolling early.
How did Tennessee score?
All right.
They threw the
So
touchdown to the Hyatt, remember?
I just said all right. So I threw my first all right in there.
All right, now we're rolling, boys. Maybe turn it down just a touch, Noah, if you don't mind. Kayshawn's open again.
No, you know what that
That's
again?
the replay.
Scramble drill. Scramble drill. That's what you do with those type of receivers. And Jaden Daniels, he's got to be able to scramble. He's got to be able to make plays.
Oh, did we just run a screen? Did we just run a bubble screen to a receiver?
Coach, you're coaching from the couch. They're hearing you.
Well, but you got to get your ball. You got to get the ball in those guys' hands.
Yeah.
And find ways, because it's not always bad to throw something short every once in a while and let your guys just run. Oh, we got Will Campbell back. I like it.
That's what we needed. That made me bet LSU. They just needed something on the left side.
I heard he was coming back, but I'm shocked after what happened that he came back that quickly.
Who's the game?
Flu game, Coach. Well, something else game. But
Hey, somebody said the Gator nose tackle is
300.
Gotta get
is that hold on, time
leak.
out. Is that number 21?
Yeah.
I think he wears number 21. Bro,
Where the hell was that?
I've never seen that happen.
So I'm gonna take over for Lloyd for a second since
he broke his mic.
he broke his mic. He had so many good ideas right there to say, and it just the mic said we can't have that much. It's just we can't do that. Get the ball out. Get the ball out. Get the ball out.
Yeah, Malik missed his block on that run.
So, no, I was talking about Jaden Daniels getting the ball out.
Yeah.
What? So, Emory Jones. Okay, he gets beat. Step up. Step up.
Yeah.
I think Rose said that in my thing this week. I love those helmets, by the way. The new versions that don't. I don't know why. I think it just looks so space age. All right, so that was a design.
Ooh.
That was a design lead draw, and it looked like John Emery missed his block. I'm not slandering him. I'm not slandering him. I'm speaking what happened on the field.
He missed a block.
It just looked like he didn't sustain long enough on the linebacker on his lead because he was lead blocking for Daniels. 3rd and 15, not something you want to be in. Man, there's some funny looking people in Florida. I lived there last year, so I can say that. Man coverage.
Throw it.
Throw the ball, brother. He caught that.
Caught that shit.
Oh, that's a horrible spot. No, y'all got to challenge that. That
Yeah. He caught
no,
it
but he
for a
caught
first
it.
down.
He caught it on the other side. He caught it and had his feet down. Forward progress should give these guys the first down. Oh, look at that with John Emery. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good to get because that number one. See
What a
where he caught
catch.
it.
Yeah, what a catch. Kayshawn's getting involved early.
I hope I'm not yelling at everybody's ear right now, but if I am, then so be it.
They'll be fine.
You know.
That's a terrible spot. You're right. I mean, that was bad.
Hey, that was the guy I went to the doctor right there, Dr. Etheridge.
Oh, he
here
missed
in town.
Bryce Young missed a touchdown throw.
Give Dr. Etheridge a little high five on that one. So we met some LSU people while we were down in, since it's commercial break here, we went down to New Orleans today. My wife Kayla and I did. We went down and met some Cincinnati folks because they were down and hanging out with everybody because they're playing the Saints tomorrow. So
Yeah.
anyway, we met some LSU people down there, and they live in Shreveport, but they're from Cincinnati. There's some weird stuff, but it's just crazy. Like the LSU connections just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they're probably gonna get more cheers for Burrow and Chase tomorrow than the Saints.
You know what's funny is they had the upper deck or the balcony and the second floor of Pat O's on Bourbon Street, and they'd hung a Bengals flag over the balcony. You wouldn't believe how many Who-days, not Who-dats, how many Who-days were being thrown around down in the street. It was amazing how many Cincinnati people, and those are, it wasn't like random New Orleans people. These were actually people from Cincinnati or Bengals fans that were in town. And, I mentioned it the other day, man, they woke up a sleeping city last year with that group. And
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends there. We met a bunch of good friends there, and it's just they're so excited right now, even though they're freaking 2-3.
Well, it's kind of the same spot they were in last year. It's like, well, if we could just make it to the playoffs, we can make a run.
Well, that's the thing. If their last 8 games of the regular season, and then the playoffs, obviously, like that's when they took off. It wasn't early in the year at all.
Yeah.
But they'll get going. They're too good. They're too good not to.
It looks like that plays under review.
Hey, it should be.
The spot, so.
Oh, it is?
It should be under review.
Because, that was a bad spot.
He caught it in
It's-
established position.
It's
you
where
guys
you
beat
catch.
them?
Yeah, it's where you catch the ball, and your feet, like you said, your feet are down. You've caught the ball, and you've got control. And he did that, and then got pushed back. So you see where that ref ran from? That ref ran from like 10 yards behind the play, and the problem with that is that's
they're
also
not
the ref
field
that's
range
on
yet.
that's on the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
So he's got to run then run down. So he's got a lot of things going on, but still though he's got to be able to see that.
Just while we're Bama's got 3rd and
Hey, there's Tom
10.
Petty.
Bama's got 3rd and 10 with less than a minute. They got 12 yards or so to the field goal target line, according to the screen.
Hey,
They're 0 for 4 with 8+ yards on 3rd down today.
who's 0 for 4
Bama
Alabama.
on 3rd down?
on 3rd and 8+.
Oh, I was about to say. But watch where that's a
That's a
No,
terrible
but look,
spot.
he catches
He
it.
catches it 3
Yeah.
yards ahead of where he spotted him.
called it
yeah.
at
And
the
see, you
11.
see where the guy holding the stick is? They should have given it to him where the guy
they
holding the
didn't give
stick
it-
is. They should have given it to him there.
Review.
All right, what are we gonna do here?
They got big nose tackle in. Big nose tackle in.
He's
21.
wearing
push.
21, bruh.
Get some push. Get in there,
There it is.
Emery. There he goes.
There we
Didn't leave
go,
his feet.
baby.
Didn't leave his
First
feet.
See, that
Hey,
shows
Keyshawn, get on
right.
the field, baby. Hey, you might have your 35.
That shows right there though that he's been coached. No, somebody's coaching him somewhere to tell him,
don't
hey,
jump again.
Don't jump again, man.
Not here. Not on this one.
You might,
Oh.
Keyshawn might have his 35, coach.
Let's see. Let's get
35 what?
His over-under receiving yards.
I don't know if you can gamble yet. I
Nah.
want a.
I'm not getting into that right now. Although I think it would be a lot of fun. That 21, you should not. I'm sorry, but they should outlaw anybody that weighs over 250 pounds should not be able to wear an eligible number.
Coach, you're coaching yourself out of a job at Auburn. That's all they do. They give it to their best
Look at this
players.
guy. Look at 21. I mean,
He's a player.
I
guy,
kind of like the single digit.
and he's got the
tackles.
cool helmet on. And he's got the cool
You should
helmet
love
on.
this guy.
Hey, I like the single digit defensive tackles, though.
You know what? That throws me off a little bit, but I kind of see what you're saying. It makes him look a little thinner.
Yeah, he's trying to look thin.
Like
Yeah, Mason Smith looks real
scary.
slim in number 0.
Looks scary in 0.
Okay, so
Imagine we had him.
Here we go. Slip it out.
Get in there, baby!
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
There it is.
Did you see what they did? So go back and show it. I believe what they. This is.
Go back and
This
show
is
it.
not. This is not what you might
Yeah,
call.
he's at 54 yards, coach.
Oh,
Two
yeah,
catches
we're
for
good.
54 yards.
This is what some people might call, I believe, a pick. Watch the guy coming. Watch the guy coming. The guy coming from the left side of the screen.
Brian Thomas, yep.
But see they.
Oh,
but they're
he's still
playing.
playing
Okay,
it.
no. But here's the thing. They played zone. So what you're taught on those routes. So if you're the outside receiver and you come down in and it's not man coverage, you run past that zone defender and you sit in case somebody sits out there on that flat route. Well, nobody sat on the flat route right there, so he just threw it. I thought that's a good decision by Jaden Daniels. because that really was just zone defense they ran that against. That's a man coverage route.
Yeah.
I like that Kayshawn got involved early. We actually threw a pass to a running back, and it worked.
So you're
Again,
telling
after Auburn.
was that 51's job, right there, the
It's
outside backer?
It's whoever had the flat on that. It's hard to tell on the broadcast. I didn't see what the back end of the coverage was. It looked like quarters, so yes. If it was quarters, yes, that should be the when the back takes off to the flat, that linebacker, the underneath coverage in quarters has to run to the flat. All right, and then so it makes sense that that's probably what happened. So let me see here. I'll try to hold the board still here. I'm just going to draw half of it because I didn't see what the other half was doing. But if you have a backer here, corner, safety. So these guys are playing quarters. And I'm going to show you here in a second. I know I'm. So they threw it. So they threw it right there. Is everybody seeing it? Can y'all see it?
Well, Coach, we're zoomed in right now.
All right, so what ended up happening, I believe there was another tight end here, so I believe he ran across. But when he runs out, this backer right here, if they're playing quarters coverage, he's got to run to the flat. He has the flat. So this guy running in, if he can try to pick him off, great. If not, he sits right there. So if this guy does cover the flat, then the quarterback just drops back and he'll hit this. But since nobody ran out there with him, he got kind of
Lost in the wash.
Lost there, and he was able to get it and score. So that's little backside quarters coverage for you there.
Because usually in man, that outside receiver tries to like bump or kind of rub the
correct
the guy,
and he'll run like so. If you guys look here, so what they're doing, so he's running what's a spot route, if you want to say, for lack of a better term. So he's running to a spot, but what he's trying to do is he gets here. He's actually trying to make this guy bubble over the top, and he did that.
just to give him a little time.
He did that because this guy's running a flat, so this guy's he wants him to bubble over the top so that there's space here.
Yeah.
So when he catches the ball, he can turn and run. If this guy if he ends up running underneath, then he can get that. He can make that play.
Right.
But again, that should come open if it's zone.
Yeah.
If he covers the flat. And really, I believe that was who was that?
Emory?
No, who was
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas?
Brian Thomas, yeah.
That would have probably been a touchdown to Brian Thomas if it wasn't a touchdown to John Emery.
On the throw to
Big play
Kayshawn
for
for the first I guess the first big play, was it 40 yards?
Yeah.
Did he miss him in that first window and came back and saw him again in the scramble?
It was hard to tell, but the scramble
down.
drill was what was good because if you the guy that was on the top of the screen, because Kayshawn was running from the bottom to the top of the screen as you looked at it, the guy at the top of the screen, the receiver, was kind of down low. Well, he saw Kayshawn taking off high, and he stayed down low, which was good, which opened up a big window for him.
Fourth down. Here we
Oh.
go for Bama. 49-49. Here comes the field goal unit.
How much time is left?
Like 21 seconds.
Oh, I mean, a
Was
50-yarder.
50-yarder.
Bama's notorious for
In
not
Neyland.
this. In what you
He missed it.
think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming through. A little draw.
No, that ain't coming
A little
through.
draw.
Missed it.
He ain't Tiger Woods, man. He don't have that kind of draw.
Overtime?
So we get
or does Tennessee pull this off? You think Tennessee can get the field goal range in 15 seconds?
So they got two timeouts. So
timeouts.
with 2 timeouts in 15 seconds, you can actually run almost 3 plays anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
And they got to be quicker plays. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you got the whole field to work with, and you can probably get 2 plays and the field goal is what I mean when I say 3 plays.
Yeah. Because all you need is 1 second. Call that timeout. Get the field goal unit out there.
I've known the guy Alex Golish. He's the offensive coordinator at Tennessee, and I've known this guy. I was at Indiana State. I believe he was at Northern Illinois. Like we've known each other since like way back in the day, and I love seeing him be. He's a good dude. It's fun to see good people be successful, and
Man,
you'd be shocked at how many, not nice
Good-
people,
Oh,
not nice
yeah.
people are successful.
I mean,
Over the middle
I hate
So timeout. So you got 9 seconds. You still have another shot to run that same play because you had 50. That took 6 seconds. You can run that same play. Well, not the same play, but the same type of play over the middle.
Oh, Jay Ward. Oh, missed him.
Got to make that play on him, man. That again goes back to you can't let this guy out. You can't let Richardson out of the pocket, contain.
Just some stats from that first drive. Jane Daniels is 4 for 4, 64 yards. Kayshawn's got 2 catches for 54.
No, he also took a
Catch
sack.
that-
He
yeah.
took a sack, right?
And you had to go for it on fourth down.
I put that sack. I know everybody's gonna put that sack on Emory Jones, but it was kind of a mix of the two.
Yeah.
There was
Because Jones did get beat, but
not
gotta
all
step up and
there's a
throw
way
some
to
balls.
avoid it. Yeah.
not all sacks get put on who you think gets put there. Oh, get him!
There we go.
So
Makai Wingo.
hey, that guy's playing. That guy's playing out of his mind.
He really is.
Yeah. He was an all-freshman SEC last year.
Yeah, I mean, everything we heard all preseason was about Makai Wingo, Makai Wingo, Makai Wingo. So it's awesome to
Are
see
you gonna draw the
him.
plays up now?
Yeah, so you can hold do. Now you got your own Vanna White.
I need to get the Billy Napier haircut because that looks like it would save me a lot of money at the.
I've been saying I would like for them to switch hairstyles.
See, look, timeout, boom. That's what I just said. You can run the same.
Are they gonna let him
They
get it
clocked at
off?
0.
No, they're gonna give him 1 second.
second.
They're
You
gonna
have
give
to.
watch. They're gonna give him 1 second. They're in Tennessee. They got to give him 1
There he
second.
goes. Hi.
Damn.
3rd and 3 gets you 4.
Okay, just yeah, but you know what though? He didn't get 40. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, 5,
he
4, 3.
he's down.
2.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Timeout,
that's
yeah.
easy 2 seconds.
Kicker, take 2 more in the net and then get out there. Wow.
T Ray, so T Ray on the chat's asking, "Where's the rest of the crew? Do you need the rest of the
How
crew?
much more people
what
do we
else
have?
Do you want?
All right.
All right.
What is the rest of the crew? I got Stewie,
Jordy, Katie.
Jordy,
Stewie's on the way.
that's-
Stewie's on the way. Took his
y'all
kid
gotta-
roller
Hey,
raking.
so
Katie's got homecoming.
hey, that kid right there, Trevor Etienne. So last year I spent in Jacksonville, and his brother was on the team with us, Travis. And anyway, whatever they fed their kids when they were growing up, I need to figure it
Yeah,
out because
that's
they got some athletic genes now. I mean, I'm sure it had something to do with his parents, but at the same time, I mean, I look at some of these kids like Will Campbell, and he doesn't Will Campbell have like his younger brother
His
just,
younger
just
he
as
has a
big.
younger brother.
I'm like, what are y'all feeding these kids? I need to figure it out because I got 3 boys. I need to.
Hey, you're in the right state.
Here, hey, they're trying to run the same play. That's the same play. That was the touchdown play. They ran it again. They ran the same play.
Oh, room's filling up. What's up,
Harold's
boys?
Donnie this time.
Yeah, y'all talk about it. Somebody just said, "Where's the crew at?" I think the crew's showing up.
Yeah, that was the crew. What's happening, Ron?
That was, I believe, I couldn't see the route combination, but everything up
The
front,
play action part.
everything up front was the exact same.
Yeah.
So my thought as a coach is this: why,
40 yards.
if something works, why not do it until
Why
they
get away
stop
from
it?
it?
They had the old Madden trick where you make people quit online.
Their tight end just jumped.
Tackle.
That play is called duo.
Tennessee's
That play is
going for
called
it.
Tennessee
duo.
wins.
He blocked
They
it.
blocked it. They get
Cash.
And
It
it
got
still
through.
goes in.
Yeah. Tennessee pulled it off.
Tennessee
Wow.
wins.
Hey, Tennessee number 1.
Tennessee number 1.
Nah, they won't.
No?
I think they've switched spots. You'll see Tennessee at 3, Alabama at 6.
Who's 2?
Ohio State.
State.
Georgia.
Oh, they
Wow,
got
they're
them.
storming the field. They got the lights going. That's an electric moment.
I love those lights, by the way. The ones that they got
he's
out
down.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Tiger Stadium will ever do it, but you see, it makes it feel like a rock concert.
No, because you used to when you turn those lights out, like it took like 20 minutes to turn them back on. You know?
Yeah. He's got the cigar. Oh man, he just went
That's
viral.
electric.
So you see that run play, that wide zone to the left.
That's what they were playing.
That's the play action. That's the play action. So they've got a good plan right now of trying to set the wide zone of actually handing it off and then actually throwing a pass out of it. And most of the time, if you've got a right-handed quarterback, you kind of want to play action left and then roll him a little bit because it's almost like a naked. You can move the pocket a little easier because he can turn and be more natural. So he hit that from what, 50?
40.
Is that 40?
40 with a tip.
40 with a tip?
Look at the security guard. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't think he's supposed to say, "Hey, come on the field."
You know what? He don't care at that point.
No, fire me.
You beat Bama for the first time in what?
82? Was it 82 or
I
something?
think it was maybe.
I could have sworn if somebody said 82.
I mean, I know they haven't beat him since Saban's been there, so you beat Saban for the first time ever.
There's somebody in the chat would definitely know.
So
You let him storm the field.
somebody just said, okay, Coach Caskey, was Tennessee and Bama going to be ranked now? I think I agree with Lloyd. Probably flip spots. Now, is Ohio State playing tonight? I try not to keep up with them since I left Ohio. But if Ohio State wins, obviously they're not going to drop. Georgia's playing Vanderbilt, so.
No, they're on a bye. They're on a bye.
Oh, they're on a bye? I thought
Yeah.
Georgia was playing Vanderbilt.
No, I'm talking about Ohio State.
Oh, Ohio
State's on a bye,
then they're not going to lose.
And they have Iowa next week. That'll be fun.
Which, you know, the good thing about my alma mater, fighting Texas Aggies, they're not losing today either.
Yeah, because they didn't get to do UO practice.
That's
the real loss.
Y'all got to stop hating on Yale practice. Yeah, there's a couple of weirdos that gave us a bad rap this year. It's not always like that, all right?
Right?
Y'all got to.
Fuchsia!
That's
We
a
got
terrible angle.
God damn it.
That's a terrible angle.
So, Florida said right now, this is exactly what they're saying. We're going to run on you till you stop it, and we're going to play action over
off
the top.
of it. Sometimes it's that easy, Coach.
And they're not trying to do anything else. They're not trying to drop back. They're not trying to.
God damn it.
And that looked like. I mean, that wasn't that was nothing special.
They ran the ball 10 times.
Already in the game?
That drive.
Oh, on that drive 10 times?
They never threw the ball. They had a couple pass plays.
Well, yeah, they
were
never
like,
completed a pass.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that Alabama? Oh, the laces were in on that. It's weird how I see that stuff now. Like,
Oh, well,
I see it so clearly now.
who's my guy?
Okay, so somebody's screwing with my telestrator here. That's okay. This is called. So this is that everybody hates us at LSU. The old toss
Dive?
Well, it's not the toss dive. What this is outside zone. But what they're doing is it's called force. So you have two extra tight ends on the front side. So they're blocking. They actually have the safety up front. So they have enough blockers to block and run on the safety. They're not blocking the backside in. But the reason they're tossing it is to get the linebackers to overrun. That's the whole reason of the toss dive with LSU. The whole reason of the toss dive and running inside was to get the linebackers to flow too far so that they could cut it back behind.
It's almost like an alternate zone almost, where you try to get them to, like you talked about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and cut. It's almost like a zone run play a little bit, right?
But they're blocking. They just blocked that the exact same way they block every other outside zone. That wasn't a toss play. That was a wide zone that they threw the term toss on it for the running back. And all it did was when the linebackers see the ball tossed and they see the lineman going to their right as the LSU defense was looking at it.
You're just creating flow.
You're creating flow. Correct.
What a catch.
What other games are on right now? We have 3 TVs. We got one on Forensic Files. We got to get that fixed.
But to answer that guy's question in the chat, I think with Georgia and Ohio State winning, they probably won't jump those guys. But I'd be hard pressed. Tennessee
Tennessee plays Georgia.
But Tennessee might be the best team in the nation right. I'm talking about the way they're playing right now.
Well, they're gonna find out because they got Tennessee next, and then they go to Georgia.
Oh, golly!
You get rocked?
He's just got to get that ball out quicker. Because of the back was on a free release. So if your back's on a free release like that, and that guy's coming off the edge, he's got to get the ball out quicker. That's why you're gonna get hit off the edge almost every time if you hold on the ball like that. So if you have 5-man protection, obviously the guy the back would have been blocking, you're hot off of. I know it sounds very elementary, but that's the way I always taught the backs. If the guy you were supposed to block in 6-man protection runs past you as you're leaving for a route, you better turn and look. Like right there, see, they just ran the same blitz basically.
Hey, Sean! Can I bet? God damn it! Should I bet more?
So they just ran the same pressure right there, but they kept 6-man protection in.
What week is it? Now we're throwing the K-Shot?
Next week. We're
So
week 7.
7, right?
Oh, that's fitting.
Yeah, 7 for 7.
Projected 16th overall.
Oh, is Greg McElroy big on the teleshooter too?
Yes. So well, Greg played
Noah
for
Rossi
us.
loved
Greg played for us. He was on the team for a minute in Cincinnati, and Greg is. I'll say this: Greg can be the smartest guy on the field.
Jesus.
He almost
That-
shoved it. He almost shoveled it behind him.
He shot put it at June.
So that play right there is
Back
actually
shoulder shovel.
Spider 2 wide banana?
that's a read zone. That's a read zone.
He could pull it.
So when he pulls this, this is trying to keep the quarterback from running the ball. Okay, so all they're doing is they're running across the backfield, and instead of him blocking the backside end, he passes him up. But if the end goes down and the quarterback would have pulled the zone, instead of the quarterback running it, he gets to throw it. And probably should have got the ball out a little quicker.
Well,
but
who were they playing where I think it was Mississippi State or Auburn. No, it was Mississippi State or Auburn, one of the two, wherever he had that same similar look where the backer never turned his head and just followed the tight end, so Jaden cut it up and just made his read off of that. It's a similar play design, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's really a version of the triple option in all reality. When it's all said and done, but instead of being a pull and then run and pitch, it's a pull, you can run, or you can throw the ball to him. So it ends up being the triple option style offense. 2022 version.
Yeah,
Out of the gun,
I mean, we can't go wing T.
You could go wing T. I watched a bunch of high school ball this last week, helping some friends out.
Have you ever heard of the
A lot of
toss
high schools
offense?
run
Boy, there's a whole lot of wing T out there.
There really
in
is.
high school ball. And some of it's moved to the gun a little bit. Is that the
They're
end of-
just Tom Petty in this whole thing? I mean, I get it. But Tom Petty's good, and I guess he went to Florida?
I'm gonna throw this out there to my man Music in the chat here.
Cordell?
Is that no? It just says Music.
Oh.
That may be him. I don't know.
There's just music in there.
So Music. I'm just gonna say that technically wasn't a shovel pass. I get it. He shoveled it to him, but he should have thrown that pass overhanded. But because he waited so long that he forced himself to shovel it to him. It should not have been a shovel pass. I agree with you. It's a little dangerous at that point, but that was not like, everybody's talking about the Bengals and their shovel passes and stuff. But again, there's that ball should have probably been out a little quicker. I will be right back. Height.
All right.
When it comes to the first quarter, defensively, that was
Atrocious.
atrocious, yes. Special teams, I mean, they finally kicked it out of bounds the second kickoff, but the first one was awful. But offensively, the play calling looks good. Like they're adjusting to what needed to be fixed. Except for the sack, Jaden really hasn't sat back there too long by himself. And they got the ball out quickly.
Oh, let me help you out here now. No, well, that's kind of like the opposite of what you expected to see, right? You thought LSU hopefully would kind of get over what they did defensively against Tennessee. You kind of put that, it felt like an anomaly. That's the one that you just kind of throw the tape away. But they played two different styles of football, obviously, but Florida's found something with essentially running three plays.
Yeah.
Which is never good.
Well, and it's also scary when your defense knows that they're going to run the football, and they run
don't
it,
look
and
like
they still get it.
they're getting what, Coach? You think they're getting 2 or 3 yards of push every play, like by the offensive line against LSU's defense.
Yeah, and I think Florida's run offense right now is one of the better ones around.
I think they're third in the SEC. Is that right? And like they're first in maybe explosive run plays.
And it's not that necessarily getting push is okay. It's the fact that you wear them down after a while. Like you said, there was 10 runs on that one series. If you're a D lineman and you weigh, let's just say you're between 280 and 300, and you're a D lineman, everybody's gonna say, well, these O linemen weigh a lot too. Well, you know what? They know what's coming.
Right.
If you're a D lineman, you're straining against a guy where you're having to react and actually run down to the ball. You're chasing the ball. You're doing different things, and it wears you down, man. I mean, I weighed like 250 when I played, and all I know is when I dropped down to like 220, life was a lot easier.
And I bet. Well, that's what people don't realize, like what the offensive line puts themselves through.
Did I just make the most obvious comment in the entire
What,
world
you
right
feel
there?
better when you're lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't do the Subway diet, I think you're okay. You just want to be wrapped up in that kind of company.
I'll tell you what, we're looking for another sponsor for
Caskey's Clicker?
Caskey's Clicker. So if anybody wants to put us on a diet, if there's any nutritionists out there that want to
Hey,
sponsor,
hop on the
want to
Fresh Chef
sponsor
Kitchen.
Caskey's Clicker,
Yeah.
we will go all out to make sure we lose weight and become really, really, really fit.
Oh,
that's nice
huge.
play. Nice
That's
play.
huge.
That's a little find the hole in the zone, coach?
Yeah. But the timing of that was a little behind him, but
he was a little off.
but it's okay. It's okay because there was a guy standing like right over the top of him, and what he did was he didn't lead him into that deep defender that could have really given him a headache. You know?
Yeah, the what do they call that? The
Send you
ambulance ball?
Send you over to Oshner.
Yeah. We'll take that sponsorship.
I think that run by John, I bet if they show this again, he had a pretty good hole on
left.
on the front side.
Yeah.
Sometimes backs, it's just the way it is. Backs get caught up in trying to cut it back because they're taught all the time that the power of the play is that backside push. But sometimes the front side comes wide open. Maybe somebody pinched, maybe somebody slipped. There you go.
There it is.
That same thought process as the touchdown right there.
Yeah.
You had 51 who's got to go cover the flat, and John Emery's faster than 51.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just
Same play.
saying-
No, it was. So
Same
I
play.
think that was a slant. I think that was a true slant by the outside receiver. But it's the same thought process of if the guy, let's say the guy ran out right now with John, then you're talking about the next window opening and popping it to that slant. There's nothing wrong with playing like this. There's
Not
nothing-
at all. This is what I've been kind of like. That's, on Saturday, Lloyd's a little bit different than he is Monday through Friday. I tried to stay even keel, but if you're going to sit here and watch the game with me, I'm obviously rooting for LSU. But that's what I've been kind of screaming just from it. This is what he does well. It's okay to dink and dunk it down the field a little bit. Like you don't always have to. That's what concerned me about the Tennessee game plan. Was it felt like they're going to change what they do offensively just because they've heard pressure from the outside, essentially.
Now, I gotta address a comment in the comment section here in a live chat. Chase Allman, just eat Skyline every meal. It'll clean you out. All right. For y'all that don't know what Skyline is, that is what the Cincinnati folk call chili. It ain't chili. If you're listening, you're in Cincinnati, I'm sorry. It ain't chili, but it's good. It is Skyline. If you just took the word chili off of it and their name, it's really good. Do you know what? Have you heard of Skyline?
Yeah, it's like, don't they put it on their spaghetti?
You know, spaghetti, but it's like yes, correct. It's got so it's got like cinnamon in it or something. I think it's mixed with a little cinnamon, but it is good. Don't get me wrong, but if you for people from around here or like I'm from Texas and you say chili, I think of like meat and beans and
Iverstein.
Yeah, I think we might still have a can. We got, I think, 2 or 3 cans for the Super Bowl. We did a watch party and we had a can.
so
I was about to tell him that story. So my brother brought a can of Skyline chili. You
don't just eat the can of Skyline chili.
That's
please
what. That's the. And we ate it cold,
Yeah.
and it was not. I'm off of it.
Okay, that's where
It was aggressive.
that's
We
where
didn't
you
do it- yeah,
messed
we
up.
didn't do it right.
That's where you messed
We didn't
up.
do it right.
I didn't get the little what's the little star crackers
So
that you put on top.
Anybody out there that we need to get this stream going to people from Cincinnati or in Cincinnati. Skyline, all right, or Gold Star chili, it doesn't matter. We could go Price Hill chili, I don't care. Any of y'all chilies up in Cincinnati want to sponsor Caskey's Clicker. I will cover the Bengals a little bit more intensively on my show just for y'all if you want to bring it down here. So
the chili clicker.
chili clicker. No, it'd be good. Yeah, but we got Citizens Bank, which I think is awesome. But what we're looking for is somebody that after we go to the bank, that we can go eat, and then we need a nutritionist to get all the bad stuff.
The bad parts of all the.
So
chili
we got
that
money
ate.
to buy the food, and then we need somebody to help us get it off.
And
I
see,
think.
I would mic'd up. I've scored a little workout membership. F45, get in there 3 times a week. Sometimes no times a week. Sometimes 5 times a week. Depends on how the weekend went. So maybe we can get you in there, Coach. You can sponsor this too.
I need anybody wants to give a workout membership. I'm all for it. I'm good. Right now, my workout is picking up my 3 boys and making sure that they don't break anything in our house.
Yeah, lift from the back, not the legs. That's the key.
People say dad strength. I never knew what dad strength was until I had these kids, and you realize that you pick them up so much.
Oh,
That's what dad strength is.
That
Dad
makes
strength.
sense.
I haven't really lifted in almost a year now, And I'm just telling you straight up, like lifting these kids gives you dad strength. That's where dad strength comes from.
So you're technically doing deadlifts all day.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically what it is. Curls. I mean, you're lifting a curl.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe a snatch
A
overhead.
little bit of what do you call it when you bend over?
Russian deadlift?
deadlifts. Yeah.
Well, RDL.
I associate bending over something different, but we'll go on with it.
Quarterback
so
power.
that wasn't even quarterback. So that's quarterback counter. So they're
Okay.
actually pulling both of the backside. They're pulling both of the backside guys, but they got penetration on the right. When you get penetration on the front side of a counter play, when you're pulling both of the backside guys, it's not any good.
It's dead.
Billy Napier looks like somebody, and I can't put my finger on it, man.
Looks like Lafayette and Carnett. Looks like he's going to City Bar.
Kind of has like an Aaron Hernandez look to him.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
wow.
That documentary's coming out soon.
I hate to
Just
bring
seen
that up, Billy Napier. If you're
swamps
listening, I'm
of
sorry.
Florida.
I didn't. But
He does. It's the
I think it's the
cut.
haircut.
Yeah.
It's the haircut.
Like I said, 86.
I don't throw it. No, don't do that. That
That's
might
a
be.
love
Get on the
ball.
ball. Get on the ball.
That was a backwards pass.
Hey. Okay, so as the running back, I'm just telling you right now, as the running back, if that ever happens, you got to get on the ball, no matter what, because you don't know. Because here's the one thing you don't want to do in football is put it in the officials' hands.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to
Let
do in
them
football.
make the decision.
Boy, that guy looks good in his overalls. Y'all say A&M looks bad in overalls. Come on, look at this dude
He
right
shaved
here.
his armpits.
Hell, I trim my armpits because I
You
sweat
can,
so much,
you can
man.
trim them, but you can't go full bikini wax. I mean, you got to let them know that you still got a little.
But what if you
little
shave?
oomph to you?
What if you shave the rest of your body? Like, then do you just leave underarm hair?
And so you're telling me? Well, now I'm thinking about this man all the way naked.
oh boy.
Good hands, strong hands.
He got that off just in time because that sixth guy. So they looked like they were playing man. So they brought 5, and then they hug rushed the back that was blocking, and that hug rusher almost got him. Watch the second guy, 51, right there.
Okay,
See,
and-
51 was actually covering John Emery.
So is that a green dog?
It's called a green dog, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm learning from
We
Caskey's
figured it out.
Clicker.
Could be a hug rush, a green dog, an add-on.
A rat.
Okay, so right now they're playing. It looks like to me like they're playing. You see how they're all across the goal line, so they're playing like a form of like bracketish type of stuff. So if everybody's going to take the guy, like if you got a guy over you, you'll play outside leverage of him. You're not going to. You'll take him outside, and the guy inside will take him inside. I like this. I like the tempo. Just run.
Oh, he kept it.
Oh no, get in
In
there.
there.
Okay.
Was that a no yes, coach?
That was a no, yes. Actually, I thought John Emery had the ball at first.
Me as well.
That was
What's the overall thing? What's going
Hey.
on?
Overalls.
I'm sorry, they look like
Say it.
no. I think they look very nice.
That's Lloyd to a T.
Uh-huh.
So,
Say it. Just say
no,
it.
but watch John Emery. Watch John Emery on the replay how he pounds it in there and he keeps running.
That's a great, that is
First
a
off,
great
you-
block by Malik.
Because the reason you want to have the running back still go is it's like it sold me,
Absolutely.
and it's going to sell those linebackers and sell safeties and sell defensive players.
All right, put this thing through. You look at it for far too long.
Can't believe they take 21 off the field on field goal block.
There we go. Yeah, that's Mount Cody. That's what won them the game.
They shouldn't do that.
Billy. Oof.
All right, I'm going into the chat. Let's talk about the chat here. So, I see Von Bluesman says thoughts on the Ole Miss win and team because I guess the LSU game's at 4:30.
2:30.
Whoa, yeah, Vaughn.
So
Von's
2:30?
a Tennessee fan, so he's probably hitting the sauce a little bit right now. So 2:30.
Okay.
He did 4 semicolon 30. So he's.
So it's 2:30. Is that this next weekend?
Yes.
That's at home, right? Mm-hmm. So, if I'm Von Bluesman, stop coming at me. I'm getting on your question, bro. We might be a little behind. We might be a little behind.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
maybe.
I'm sorry, Von Bluesman. I love you. I'm
doing what we can.
I think Ole Miss is a sneaky team that has a very, very aggressive head coach who's also their offensive play caller. Defensively, they're little, I don't know,
Think.
shaky at times, but because how many points they give up to
A shit ton.
that was
To Auburn.
to Auburn, right? So it was like,
Yeah, they came back in the game. They gave
Yeah.
up like 30, I think 35, 34.
I'm not sure they're necessarily the land sharks of back in the day.
Yeah, they can't pick a mascot
2015.
either.
But I actually coached at Ole Miss for a year on the defensive side of the ball, and We had the whole land shark thing, and that was a big deal. I mean, those guys they almost took that away one time because the defense.
They added a third one because of Lane Kiffin's dog, calling themselves the Labradors or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He takes his dog everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll give it to Lane Kiffin. Like the dude keeps himself looking nice out there, man. He was out there in a suit before in pregame talking to game day. Got his aviator glasses on. He looks the part. And then they asked him about Tennessee.
He said, let's beat the state of Alabama today.
Yeah, and then he said go Vols.
Go Vols.
And I'm like, all I can think of is, didn't he get hit by a golf ball or something, or caught a golf ball?
I mean, they
Yeah,
were
they
throwing mustard bottles at them, golf balls, everything.
What was that?
Stewie
Stewie.
did, baby.
About time you showed up.
And he goes roller rinking with his children. Child.
Children.
There's one of them.
How many children you got?
Only got the one.
Hey, I'll tell you though, one kid will screw up your schedule.
Oh my God.
What up, man?
Looking good.
Playing good.
We were just talking about Lane Kiffin looking good. Now you walk in and say,
Lane does
did
look
you
good.
see the shirt?
Aight.
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 Had to bring it.
We're trying to get Forensic Files up to righty
You
50.
can come join right in the middle.
No
of it.
problem with
Yeah,
it.
you come sit in the middle.
That's like the confidence line. Like it makes you feel good about your guy.
What,
Yeah.
that you know you don't fucking kill
But that,
people?
yeah, it's a confidence. If the case of the game goes south,
Yeah.
just look right here.
That game was
I
so
have
bad,
a
man.
like, let's see if I can get that thing popping.
That was the first LSU game I ever went to that they lost.
Darius
Who's
Darius
this
guys
guy?
ran the
Florida
wrong
game.
way.
Wow. He didn't go the wrong way. But
Yeah, he did.
it doesn't count because he's not in the history book, so
Yeah.
it doesn't play out.
That's a win.
It didn't even happen.
It never happened.
Oh, did he kick that out of bounds?
No.
Touchback.
Oh,
Oh, no.
get him.
Man getting hip toss out here.
He about hip tossed him into his coach.
That'd have been awesome. It'd have been the perfect cut to the camera, too.
Hey, so why is Clemson only a 4-point favorite today? Who knows?
It's in Tallahassee.
Okay, but what does that mean anymore? Used to mean something, back in the Charlie Ward days.
Way better. I think
Vegas always knows.
You know what I think? I think this is my conspiracy theory. I do think time travel was created at some point way in the future. Somebody actually came back and gave us one of those little books, like on Back to the Future 2, that has all the. And I think Vegas uses that, but they play with us. They don't give it. It's like they give us answers, but they say, all right, nobody's going to go +4 on this team.
That's called don't take the cheese, coach. They're trying to set a little trap.
That's
for you.
Holding.
That's good. That was good. That was good pass rush by those guys, though, right
Holding.
there. But no, I really do think time travel is real. That's my conspiracy theory.
If I went back in time, that would be the only thing I would be useful for. I couldn't help you in any other way. But I could tell you a couple of spreads.
I'd have my iPhone with me, and they'd be like, "How does this thing work?"
Yeah, you gotta charge it.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They'd just be like, "What's that?" I'd be like, "Honestly, I don't know."
Billy Young is yelling at us right now. He says, "Talk to me.
Oh, that's your buddy.
Talk to me.
Billy Young.
Let's go." What's GBA?
God bless America.
Oh, yes. God bless America, Billy.
Fucking A, Billy.
I'm with you on that one, brother. Good edge setting right there.
That's beautiful.
Savion Jones should have been the starter.
Hey, look at that. 40's on the field.
Nope.
Must be
Play
nice.
count. Get a play count.
He's got 4 more.
Look at how many coaches are in the booth
at
for
that.
LSU. Look
That
how many.
is- that is
1, 2,
tight.
3,
That's
4,
tight.
5,
That is
6,
tight.
7, 8, 9. There's 10 coaches in that little. No, 11.
You think that house is down?
No.
All during
How did they fit 11 coaches in that little booth right there? Like, it's hard enough when you got like 6 coaches in there. You got 11 there.
Usually Florida support staff. They have more
Good
coaches
Lord.
than players.
Double A. Okay, they got the 7-Up double A right here. Do they bluff out or do they bring the blitz? They bluff out. But they kept the back end. See, they kept the back end.
Damn it, BJ.
All right, we
Now,
still there.
Tackles.
Yes.
But you see, okay,
There we
so
go, boys.
you see how when they bluff out like that, see how it kept the back end? The back had to like go in there and say, I might have to block. So what they're doing with that is they're saying he can't get to his check down quick enough for those guys to get to him. And that was ETN too. So
That's your favorite family.
What's the name of this punter? Crenshaw?
Let's see it.
Let's see here. Who they got as their 3 guys? Is 21 in there? Please tell me 21's in that little wedge back there.
21's a gunner.
I would love to see 20.
Ah! Motherfucker!
God damn it, dude!
There he is.
Yeah, you
What happened?
You motherfucker!
punt!
Muff punt.
Bash, muff the punt.
Coach, draw that one up.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Fuck your mother.
Goodness.
Brian Foley should stay in Gainesville. Why are you catching it like this? That's coaching. You should never ever try and catch a punt like
You
this.
try and catch it off your right titty or your left titty. Like that's what.
Coachy tried to catch it like this, Lloyd. Lloyd,
Yeah,
you
hit
trying
him
to
in
catch it like this.
What are you calling for?
Talking about,
Is that
Ryan?
that's how you
That's
draw it
about
up.
right, Coach.
How you draw it up.
Lloyd, he tried to catch it with his hands up.
Well,
How's
he
that- what do
so
you think?
here's what happened. Honestly, this is what happened. He misjudged it. So when it came down, he was trying to catch it normally, but when it came down, you saw it hit him in the face mask. So he was actually like literally a half a step too forward, and that's what threw him off on that. He was, literally half a step. Oh boy.
What's your thoughts on the trick play after? Definitely, you want to take a shot after.
That's what they're doing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's their shot. That's
What, you
their
got
shot.
sweat in his eye? What are we doing here? Oh, I love this. Dumb fucking hat. Dumb ears. Bad nose. Double chin. Just
Did you see what just happened there on the other, like on the right side of that picture? Well, there's my man Coach Carter Sheridan. Brad Davis, the O-line coach, walked up to him. Did you see that? I've told y'all I'm a big fan of Brad Davis. I think Brad Davis is a good coach, and the fact that he walked over there, they're holding, by the way. They're
holding every play.
The fact that he walked over there to talk to a guy who dropped a punt. A lot of line coaches aren't doing that.
No.
And that's big. That's big on, and that means a lot to guys who aren't linemen when guys like the line coach comes over and does that. So, I mean, does that make it better? No. But it shows you what kind of coach you got there.
there you go, Alligator. Be a physical, yeah.
He just threw that dude. He
what
just
do you-
straight
I mean, that's
beasted
what
that
you
guy.
expect Alligator to do every time.
What
The mammoth.
what did you call it when they dragged the nuts on him for a little bit longer?
Schnutty.
A what?
It's a schnutty.
A schnutty. He schnuttied him a
It's a
little
schnutty.
bit.
It's when you kind of when you get up, you kind of roll your
Yeah, roll the
your bottom side over.
you get all of me.
All those 4 and 5 stars can find one dude to catch punts.
I mean, I'm to the point where you just rush 11
I'm gonna throw
and
this
let
out
that
there.
thing
And let it
bounce.
bounce.
Don't even try to catch it.
I'm gonna throw this out there because I know it's never been said. Can Kayshawn Booty catch it?
We said that.
I know
I mean,
y'all said
that's
it.
what
I
it's
know y'all
being-
said it.
being
I'm just
ridiculous.
I'm being.
You're falling right for
Like,
into the
if he put
trap.
the ball in his hands, put it
Oh,
back
good
there.
play.
At least
I mean,
it's
18.
He's wide open.
Oh my God, what a throw!
So you see what they just did? You see what they just did though? They faked that same toss, but instead of leaving both of those tight ends front side, they brought that 18 came from the other side, and it's called a slide. When you go behind the line on a naked play like that, that's called a slide. And really, a lot of times you come wide open.
He wasn't. I mean, he was open.
Yeah.
He was open.
Are they about to get in the swinging gate here? What are they doing? What kind of huddle is this? Yeah, I'm not sure why they don't give him a shot. You know, I mean,
Well, at a certain point, somebody's got to say, "Hey, coach, I can catch punts." Like, hey, give me a shot.
I was wondering what happened to my headset
Oh,
and
yeah.
fucking
He's
bully
in.
and made me
He's
throw
in.
it.
Squeeze in.
Special teams.
Special teams touchdown.
Both times.
You finally step up and get a stop, and then you hand
Drop
it
the
back
goddamn punt.
to him. You hand it back to him.
What, like-
did he just gritty?
3 points.
I think number
time-
2 just grittied in the back of the end
You
zone.
know,
As long as it's not Kirk Cousins.
One thing. This
Oh,
That ball never crowd.
He's down.
I don't know if
They're
the
not
ball's
they're not
wrong.
going to overturn it. I'm just
But-
telling you, they're not going to overturn
Looked
it.
like
Not-
that,
not-
that other
uh,
forearm hit the ground before he got.
They're not going to overturn it, but they're going to look at it.
you know, 1 or 2 throughout the years, whatever. I mean, we're dropping it every
It's
goddamn
every game. Every game. Every game we're dropping a kick or a punt. And
I will say this:
50-yard return.
the catching the punt.
Yeah, everything goes back to coaching. I get that, and I'm not defending anything.
Don't you dare.
But at the same time, the players at some point, the players' execution on the field is the most important thing, and just got to get it done. You got to be as if you're Jack Best and you know you're catching punts this week, you need to stay after practice every day, but you're playing at night, okay? You're playing at night under the lights. There's nothing wrong with grabbing somebody in a jugs machine by yourself and going out on the practice field at night, asking to turn the light, ask them to do it. But don't have any coaches out there because it's illegal and all that stuff because of time.
Do you
and all
have
that.
GAs?
But if you do it by yourself, if you're doing it by yourself or with a teammate,
You're just working out.
take the league neighbors out there with you and you shoot it to each other. You just shoot it to each other. You know, you get 10 catches and then you go to the other end and Malik Neighbors goes down there and then Jack Best throws 10 in there for him and you do it at night. You catch it under the lights. It's like when you play at Dallas. You play with the Cowboys Stadium, at AT&T Stadium, and you kick it, and you look up, and I've sat out there on pregame and watched those punts go underneath that big jumbotron. If you've never done that before, that's hard. Mike Leach looking good tonight.
State, shit, fuck yeah, just state. Could be any team. I'll go anywhere. State, baby.
There's 50 options.
51. Annexation of Puerto Rico.
All right, Hunter Hall says, Caskey, I got questions. Well, Hunter Hall, I don't know if I got answers, but I'll give it a shot. Wouldn't it be fun to be one of those mascots? And
I don't know. I mean, you're trying to defend yell leaders back there, so maybe you do want to do that.
No, but they don't have. They're not wearing the costume. You know what I mean? You don't know who's under that gator.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. Oh, you missed it.
Squeaked it in.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the mascot community is a bit odd. You know, if you really have that much, I mean, I get the anonymity of it. That would be fun. But it feels like you really have to really like the team.
So Graham, this is actually a good question. Why not just put anyone back there and let them kick it in the end zone or just down the ball? Even if we get pinned, at least we get the ball and some chances to run plays.
That's what I said.
Bring
11.
They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. I do, but not with these spread type punts that everybody's doing. You're probably not getting home, even if you rush enough guys. You're probably not. But there's something to that. I know teams have done that before. I've seen it actually happen. But
Well, you see that like in the game scenarios and stuff when it's like we have to get a block here. Or it doesn't matter if we put a returner back.
But if you actually let it, if that becomes your strategy,
You're done.
then that's not. You're going to be pinned back so many times because then all of a sudden they're not even going to try hang time anymore.
They're just going to get quick kick it.
That kicker's going to kick it as hard as he can, as low and on a line drive. So when it hits, it takes off.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you skip a golf ball.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Hitting like a little low punch.
And
Tiger at the British Open.
Stinger.
Fuck. Sorry.
I made a mistake. I downloaded PGA 2K23.
Oh, with Tiger on the cover?
Yeah, it came out.
Are you a golfer?
Yeah, I try. I win by highest score every time.
Oh, yeah, you're playing it the right way. First to 100 wins.
I can hit the ball a mile. I don't know necessarily where it's going every time, and then I can putt.
Oh.
But everything in between my drive and my putt, and that's where you make your money. So that's why I'm sitting here with y'all, not somewhere playing golf. But
You could. We got courses out here, Coach. You get out there to the U Club. There's some money games.
But no, so like point being is I made the mistake because I stayed up way too late.
No.
Always awesome.
I've only hustled 3 people.
I like you, man.
I stayed up way too late the other night playing that.
Is it good?
It's because you can play with Tiger, play as Tiger.
Of course. And then
you can play as Michael Jordan, as Steph Curry, like random people. Like,
and then they have the Barstool guys in there, the foreplay guys.
You know what else is cool? It's got Top Golf on there.
Oh, we'll have to go to Top Golf.
I know, but it's kind of cool. Like you can go play Top Golf on there.
They had in the old Tiger Woods. They had the you could go to the range and you could hit it at like the cart guy, and like different signs and stuff. So they're probably harkening back to those days. Everything, what's old becomes new again.
You know,
It's like time
is,
travel.
is the college football game coming out next year still?
Yes.
Should be.
I was hooked on that back in the day.
Oh
man.
my god.
Like the control.
It
I don't
gave
know,
you your career. Like, it probably led to your career.
but I don't know what the difference was. But the controller of that game was so much easier. Like it was like with Madden, you almost have to be. And I know that's why they do it. They make you control every guy almost.
Right.
In college, it was almost
It was
like
so much fun.
you had more. The guys were blocking better for you.
Yeah.
It seemed like I don't know.
I agree with you. I didn't play the. I think we were all hooked on NCAA for like the. Oh, that a boy.
All right,
there
so
we go.
Hey, what?
How you like my new offense?
Hey, you called it right. Who's my man here? My man back in it was Graham Kelly. Graham Kelly. There you go. You just did it on the kickoff. You know when they hold their hands out, when you see them, they hold their hands out, the kick returner? Yeah, but you don't know why they do that, right? Why they do that? There's one reason only. You're telling the return team, the guys that are blocking for you,
We're not doing.
don't block, don't show what we were going to do. And he's saying, I'm not catching it. I'm letting it go. Y'all stop. Don't show who we're doubling. Don't show. Oh, man. That's rough when you got two dudes.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Whatever that was, that pressure they just ran was the perfect pressure for that. For speed option. For speed option.
Take away the quarterback and the running back.
Yeah, man, 21. I'm sorry, man. I can't look at this dude wearing 21. This dude's got to
Let
put.
him return punts.
This dude 21 needs to put on like 79 or something.
What do you? You should. Ooh, as you say, he should wear his weight.
He really
Hey.
went in there an extra 21.
Oh,
Hey, this is the worst time for a 3-and-out maybe in the history of the sport of football.
hold on. Let's see his route here. Did he give it away at the top? See how long it.
Yeah, he squatted on it.
Now at the same time,
He had the safety helper over top,
With-
huh?
well with as tight a coverage as 24 ended up with at the top of the route, he's got to break back more. I know, and that's probably the way that's the way it was designed, was for that timing like that. So if you broke back even more, maybe 24 intercepts it. But like with that kind of coverage, you've got to be able to get him not to. You got to get him play off a little bit more at the top of the route.
Caskey, you must be looking good because we got some sex spots in the chat.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, cover that ball, Petey.
Cole Taylor.
Hey, so we got there's Cole Taylor and a Mason Taylor, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you go.
Taylor's a tight end.
Yeah, he got
Taylor bros. They're brothers.
Taylor twins.
But they're not, are they?
They are.
They're actual brothers.
I don't believe I like you, man. You lie a lot.
I mean, they are.
Hey, that's you see how easy a route that was.
I mean, it's.
All right, got a little
I
something.
like it. Dump it
Get up the
off.
sideline.
Come on, dude, catch him, man, when he goes out there. 'Cause that stuff's slippery on the top. That stuff they got on the ground, that stuff's slippery, man.
Oh, that little, like the tarmac?
Yeah, it's like nylon or something. But it's like, I mean, when you hit that stuff with those cleats, those guys go flying. You gotta,
One cannot cover. He is not.
He's been caught twice.
he's having a night.
Like they're just matching up on him. And
Because they know.
All right, so they're playing mini coverage here. They're actually I think Kayshawn's at the bottom down here. So they're going whoever the receiver is to the far right here at the bottom of the screen, they're manning him up and they're playing zone on everybody else right now. So they're saying whoever that is down there, we're locking you down. I don't know if they're going to do it here because that was a no. Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
I see you, Josh. I'll tell you, Josh Williams.
You know what's so funny?
Josh making money right now.
I was about to say is how right you were about him being able to be a pro and how much. I mean, you caught a little flack for it, but I mean, it's coming to fruition. It couldn't be more obvious that he's going to make a team.
Got that dog in.
He's not. He's not like when you look at him. He's not that guy that's just standing out and saying, "Man, this guy's going to be." But he's going to be a. You know what? What Ty Davis Price going? 4th round, 3rd round.
Third round? Yeah,
He's not going. Josh will be one of those 4th, 5th rounders, kind of that just.
He's going to show up to work every day.
Then
No, we're letting one go. We're letting one go. Off his head.
We get it.
Off his head.
That's called trusting the receivers.
Off his head.
So
Brian Thomas.
Trust your receivers.
that's when
Go
you
up
just,
and get it.
That's when you say just throw it to my dude.
You got a little confidence tonight. I like that.
Oh, well.
Did you just do the Gator chomp?
Oh, yeah. LSU, they chomped. Were you here in 2019? Where were you? In Bengals still?
29. Oh, this is the Lions.
Lions?
Yeah.
In 2019, LSU played Florida at home, and they Gator chomped Florida out the stadium.
Like,
While they were leaving,
like,
we took over the chomp, and it was just an immaculate
He
night.
got ugly. And then Jamar, the Will.
Oh, we got Clyde taking the safety. We got I saw it happen from our seats, and I said,
Yep, I almost missed it. And then I was like, he's open.
"He's open. Joe's not gonna miss him." Cutter.
Look at JD, just living his life.
I heard someone get that dog in them. Let's go to further review.
They just want to see it again.
He landed in the end zone with the ball.
All right.
Got it.
Double catch. All right, we got possession, possession control.
All the way, because he stops. Oh, no. Man.
He still got with that.
The
He's
play
down at
was.
the end
No,
zone.
look, I'm sorry. 1, 2,
Control.
3, 4, butt.
Down.
He's 1, 2, 3, 4, butt. Okay.
And it never touches the ground.
It don't even touch the ground. Touchdown.
It's still pinned.
It
call's
never touched
The call's confirmed.
They just wanted to show that
Confirmed.
young man to his mama.
And I
Him
won't
getting cooked.
back down.
Yeah, okay, so the ball touches the ground, but he's got control of that
Yeah,
ball.
whoever number 8 mom is, she real disappointed.
For real. ESPN wrong for this.
So
I'm showing that man's mama his murder.
so in college, so this is actually
That's why I got a ball
the
head,
refs
man.
challenging this, right? This is the refs reviewing this. This is not
Well, they were
Yeah, this is coming from
because it's a touchdown. It's not Florida. That's
right.
I know in the NFL like it's that way, but I didn't know if that was the same. And
Wait, I don't know. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I don't think Florida.
I don't think. Yeah, I think a scoring play or a change
shootout.
of possession.
Oh, it can touch. They got control.
Bro,
And they were
Do
in the
this to
ground.
this man.
He had 4 feet down.
This is a Devs didn't catch
Watch
it situation.
1, 2, 3, 4 butt and a back. 1, 2, 3, 4 butt back. What else do you want to cause the play to stop? Because a touchdown, when the ball crosses and you have possession, the play
Game's
is over.
Thank you, coach.
Sorry, I would agree with whoever is that McElroy talking.
Yeah, that's your
That's
guy.
that's the offensive guy in me.
Let's go.
Touchdown. Give me my touchdown, man. Go sit down,
6.
bro.
Give me 6.
Man. Looking good, G.
What's going on back there? I didn't even see him. All of a sudden, I saw a knee go up over there. I was like,
Somebody took the over yesterday on a well.
I still think 21.
I did. I took the under, and then I covered it up with the over. 48.
I'm about to hit that guy.
Y'all gonna
in
hit.
the first half.
You're in the first half.
Oh, he kicked a little low liner, the Stingers.
Stinger. Will Levis back this week?
Yeah, he was rolling around out there.
Coach,
I got Kentucky
Will
now.
Levis
I got
is
Kentucky.
worth the #1 pick. I want to say Todd McShay said that.
From Kentucky.
Yes. I think Todd McShay or Mel Kiper might have said that he's worth the #1 pick.
I
He was the
honestly,
#1 pick.
honestly, I think he should. He's going to be high, but the #1 pick, that's hard, man. I mean, if you're going to be the #1 pick out of Kentucky, you've got to be. You either have to be putting up just outrageous numbers, which I think he is, but right there, they've got to win that game. Like those games, the Mississippi State, they got to beat Mississippi State. They got to beat somebody.
Yeah.
You know, that's like Johnny Manziel. You know, like Johnny was putting up all this crazy, not doing all thing, but then he beat Alabama, and everybody's kind of like,
He just
okay,
fumbled.
yeah, that wasn't him though. That was a.
No, I'm saying like he just fumbled.
Yeah.
Like the receiver just fumbled.
Also, I think those blue helmets are better than the chrome ones.
The Chrome's overplayed.
I don't like Chromes.
Well,
It is.
I get it if you're like throwing it in for like
The-
a 1 week
the-
type helmet, but
Oregon's the best one, and then it's
For-
after that.
for
you
what?
don't wear
Chrome helmet.
you don't
Oh,
wear
yeah.
a chrome helmet
No,
every
I-
Saturday.
I wish the Bengals instead of those white and black helmets would have done chrome because Memphis did that. Memphis had the Bengals
Tiger.
Bengal helmets
With the blue.
with the blue and chrome. That was sweet.
Memphis just has like Memphis has sneaky good.
But if you did the Bengal helmet, no, I'm not saying black and chrome. I'm saying orange and chrome. I think that would have been sweet with those white unis. But
How
They went
crazy-
straight white.
How crazy do you think Knoxville is right now?
oh man,
Still the one to like whatever.
I've been in Knoxville.
Whatever.
I've
Even
been,
that goes not going. Let's do it.
They took the field goal post down and started like crowd surfing it up to the top of the stadium.
Goofing, baby.
Electric.
That offense just plays, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
They did the same
Well,
thing they did to LSU. Match
so-
up the safety and seam them up.
So the crazy thing is that somebody made a point during the broadcast, whoever their broadcast guy was. He said they're not throwing balls into the middle of the field, and so I kind of started paying attention to that, and that's something new. They didn't necessarily do that the last few weeks. They were still throwing the ball in the middle of the field. They literally were just staying everything outside the numbers, and they were letting the quarterback run in the back checkdowns over the middle of the field. So they were checking it down over the middle of the field, and then was it Small, the running back?
Yeah.
That's like I said about Le'Veon Bell the other day, man. Everybody thought Le'Veon Bell was this great receiver. Le'Veon Bell caught checkdowns and then became a running back again.
Yeah.
And he was that's what he was good at.
He got paid to do it.
Yes.
Got paid as a receiver and running back.
You know what's crazy? If Le'Veon Bell, I think he's admitted this, would have just stayed in Pittsburgh,
Oh my God.
like he would still be playing for Pittsburgh. You know.
He didn't want to take less money.
Yeah, I mean, I think he proved to the rest of the league, though, of that whole I'm going to hold out the whole time, and it's not necessarily the smartest play. You can hold out. You can do. There's ways to do it. You know, I think that's why you saw was it Roquan Smith with Chicago that he didn't. You know, he was talking about, but he was like, all right, you know, I'm back. He said, all right. Or even Jesse Bates, the safety from Cincinnati. They franchised him, and he's like, I'm not playing for the franchise. Well, then they get into like the second preseason game, and their rookie safety started balling.
He's like, oh, now I'm playing.
He's
for my
like,
job.
all right, I'm coming back.
Now I'm gonna play for my job.
Let's reverse it. Look at this. Look at him. He sees him. What a throw! I mean, not a great throw, but he's
They still got it.
Look, you see another one right here.
But
That one is.
he has done that in the past where he's kept his eyes downfield. He just hasn't pulled the trigger. He's finally pulling the trigger.
What's
Right
the
there.
worst that can happen?
Right there, he threw that in the spot, knowing the way that guy was playing man coverage. That guy
Back
wasn't going to intercept
He's
it.
not turning around and looking at it.
He wasn't going to intercept it. It would have been.
It's
you
either
call
a
it-
catch or an incompletion.
Yeah, it's 50. When you say 50-50, catch or incompletion.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson stinks, doesn't he?
They hit that. No, that was a good throw. Receiver got to catch it, but they hit that a lot.
Is that nuts wearing 15?
Yeah, Jaden took his number.
No, he's
That
wearing
was,
13 on his jersey, but like the play caller thinks it
that's-
has number 14 on it. Who's 15?
15. No. Yeah.
No, that's Walker
No,
Howard.
15 is Matt O'Dowd.
I was about to say, oh, that's Matt O'Dowd. That's what I was about to say. 15 looks like a little kid.
O'Dowd's been here.
Yeah, he's been. Yeah, he was here when he was here when I was there. I recognized him. I couldn't think of his name. That's a good formation to run that. That was unbalanced, and they motioned the only receiver on that side over there. So like literally the tackle was the last guy on the end of the line. So all your coverage dudes left. It's actually pretty decent play design.
Well, it looked like it was going to be open for a second if he doesn't squeeze down.
That was a good job by LSU though for not
Letting it
running themselves out of it.
What do you think you see here? What kind of play design? What are you looking at?
What is it, 3rd and 6?
Throw
They're going to
back.
run some sort of like spot route up at the top. Like number 2 is going to stop. Number 1's going to run, or number 3 is going to run a corner.
Let's get the quarterback.
Oh, they got
Well,
confused. You said they ran the
let's
same
go.
route.
Huge.
I wasn't even watching the blitz.
Fair catch to punt and catch that motherfucker.
Please. Another stop.
Oh, here we go.
So
Get the
three.
white-
So yeah, they're going 5-0 protection right here. See that? See 67 throw his hand out right there. Oh my goodness, he didn't follow his guy.
See, we thought the whiteboard breakdown would be a good idea, but it turns out LSU can't do the quick change. Oh, it's a spiral. Let it bounce. Just get out of bounds. Just perfect.
There we go.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
There we go. We've got the ball. I don't
Great
give a shit.
punt.
Celebrate your
Spiraled
time all
that
you want,
thing.
motherfucker. We got the ball.
Yeah, we got the ball.
Celebrate that.
You have no idea how happy we are over here.
Ecstatic.
I'm glad you got your goddamn tackle. That means you didn't get the ball,
I
motherfucker.
genuinely think we were more excited about that than the
So
touchdown.
look, that's what I think. That's what happened on that. I'd have to go back and watch the film, but like
They had 5 guys across the board. 1, 2, 3. They had 23 walked up 5. And I think the guard thought they were just going 5-on-5 here, and the back had this guy. And then this guy, they pinched, and nobody took 23.
Kentucky touchdown.
Oh, we got a flag.
Flag on the play. Hey, look
Good
at
John. He's
Jump!
Stay on your feet.
John,
That is
John.
so perfect.
John, I'm calling you this week, brother.
Stay on your feet.
You're coming somewhere over towards you. I'll meet you at your house.
He's gonna
I don't
hurtle
care.
over here.
We're gonna work on this. All right.
He's trying to get in the Olympics. Oh my, that's perfect.
Right? He's jumping at his 25-yard line.
First down Tigers.
And he's like, one day he's gonna get a hurdle highlight, and he'll post it forever.
Yep.
Oh, run, man!
That's okay.
Run!
He's trying to make a play.
No. You know where the end zone is? The end zone's down that way.
You have to quickly
Run.
stay there. A straight line.
Yeah, stop trying to make somebody miss that's not there yet.
At least he didn't jump.
If they're there, make them miss. If they ain't there, keep running.
At least he didn't jump.
Yeah, it's true.
Didn't jump.
You know, I wonder if you weighted like a certain part of his shoe down. Maybe if that would. It's going to slow him down, but
Ankle weights.
yeah,
Hey, boys.
Make him play LeBron's.
make it uncomfortable to jump.
Put a shot collar on him every time he jumps. You just from the
Yeah, dump it.
Yeah, that's good.
Get
That's
out of
good.
bounds.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Put it
good.
away.
That's good. Because right there, you can see John Emery stepped up into the B gap there, and like he didn't see it quick enough, but he could have helped there. But I don't. That's not his job on
Yeah.
that protection.
No, Emory Jones just got pushed back.
But he's got to understand too that he does have a back in protection, and that don't. If you get beat inside like that, then don't let him run past you. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit. You got to get something on him and push him in a little bit because you do have some help inside. But he lets too much. See, there's that
Same
play.
thing,
No,
same play.
it's that play. They had that. Florida played that very well. They played that very well because what they did was, see,
Why is he so mad?
he's saying throw the ball. Watch, that's what he's saying.
Well, we need to be rolling with the next one, Coach. You tell me after this. Or is he talking about this play?
Hey, hold on.
Who knows?
Is Anthony Bradford's in there where? He's at right guard?
Right guard, yeah. Right guard.
That's a big man. Just bottom line. That's a big
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Oh, we got it!
Throw it deep! Throw it deep!
He's throwing it, Coach. Give him a second.
No, I don't have a second.
Oh! Are they going to call defensive pay?
No, it's hey, that's called free play.
Free play?
They jump off sides. Y'all take off and run.
Let's go!
Don't throw a 5-yard pass. Throw it deep.
Yeah, he was trying to give him a little second.
That was a good play. I'll give him that. That was a good play. Is there another flag on the field? Did y'all see another one?
No, but he got a little push off.
Oh no, that's good. So he was. Anytime a team jumps off sides and you have a pass play called, the pass play is dead. Everybody run deep. Everybody run all go. Run 4 verts.
Is that something that is...
It's taught.
Yeah.
And it's practiced. It's taught and practiced.
So you blow off your route if you see that hanky come out.
If you see that guy jump off sides,
We're going
everybody run deep.
All goes.
Everybody run deep.
And I mean, Dre beat him.
Because here's the thing, you're going to get 5 yards. Literally that's why it's called free play. You're going to get 5 yards. And the thing is, if you had a run play called, you just run the run play.
Yeah.
You don't. Nothing changes. And then there were times though when we got into, if you got inside the 15, if you got inside, that's not a false start.
No, that's straight up.
If you get inside the 15, watch. See, some of these guys didn't get it. Like, I don't know who this is crossing.
K-shot at the bottom.
So yeah, but dude, all of them should go. Maybe that's more of an NFL thing.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because it seems very NFL-ish, because usually in college they usually just kind of blow it dead.
Yeah.
They would never really give you the opportunity.
You know why they blow it dead, and they blow it dead actually more in the NFL. I think is because that would have been blown dead in the NFL because it's unabated to the quarterback.
Right. Hey, Dre's got a little sneaky push off.
So
That's what I thought they were going to call that.
He did the same thing at that A&M touchdown to win it last year.
We're hand fighting, coach. Hand fighting, little hand fighting. Push off.
Hey, so one of the things about on the defensive side, if you ever did jump, if you jump just barely and you can get back.
Yeah.
If you took more than one step, just go. That's what we taught those guys. That's because
Oh, Perk 40!
Hurt, baby.
It's almost like he should be on the goddamn field.
Is there something to? Did he muff that?
Look at this motherfucker right here.
Did he fumble
dude.
that kickoff?
Yellow fucking hat. Who wears a yellow
He
fucking
caught it
hat?
like right at the
Goal line?
But you know what I'm saying though, like if you took 2 steps as that DN and you get across in the NFL, like we taught them, go ahead and go so that it gets blown dead. You don't want them to get the free play, but if you can get back. But screw it, take the 5 yards and just it's better than that. You know, obviously now not for LSU, I'm just saying, but in general
For Florida.
for the defense.
Clearly, he wasn't. Yeah. It was a touchdown every draft started shoot.
Ooh, yeah.
17 before we get to all of that.
Oh, good lord.
Oh no, don't go inside like that.
Get there.
All right, 2-minute offense.
Pearson will make a mistake eventually.
You're good with that. One time.
He'll throw a pick.
That's what we can't do. We can get outside. Inside.
Yeah.
Get inside. Let him get outside.
Well, the one guy rushed past the quarterback and then he came back down inside. It was like he went too far inside. Like don't. Looks like they're playing a form of quarters.
Good.
Nope, not anymore. Now they keep going.
Don't give up
Got
that.
it.
Get there.
8
Get
to
the ball
out, get the ball
Lord,
out.
look how strong this man is.
Man, that was strong on strong right there.
That was bull in the ring, coach.
That was big.
That was big old big. God damn.
AEW Wrestling is out of Jacksonville. That's just up the road. So
Oh, that's your
Con.
the cons.
BJ dropping in coverage is funny to me.
that was the owner's son.
Yeah, they brought Urban Meyer in and they did a WWE skit. Do you remember that?
Did
Were
they?
you in the building?
Oh, I
for
must
that?
not have been there for that.
Oh,
one.
well,
I got-
coach, where were you?
I was probably at LSU at the time. I got hired late there, man. That was.
That's older.
Oh, come on. One on one. Make the play.
Make the time.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Goofy.
So that receiver that caught that ball, when you're one on one like that, you got to run at him. Like he was playing a game with him, and then that gives everybody else time to get there. Hunter Hall just asked, do they teach quarterbacks in the NFL to underthrow deep balls and bait DBs in the pass interference? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's actually a drill that is worked on. It's called in phase, out of phase. With hey, look at the spy. Look at the spy.
Aaron, hit him. Damn it.
He got it.
Down
Got it.
short.
Do you-
Down
Good
short.
spot. Great spot.
Do you want him to
Good
commit
spot.
to that? Just so if when he
Down short
decides.
spot.
I think he should have
His
committed.
down short.
Once he went down. Now they're probably teaching him not to commit to it, which is understood. Because if you do commit to him and you miss, you're screwed.
Timeout. They're gonna
You gonna kick it?
Get a field goal before half.
All right, Billy boy.
Where they at?
I think
I don't know if they're in field goal range.
Oh, they got to throw a Hail Mary.
No,
Remember what happened last year?
didn't the Broncos kick one from here in one of those weeks?
What game was
That
that?
was a Monday night football.
That was the season opener.
When they ran
Seahawks.
the clock down, and
They didn't call timeout, and then they
Peyton
kept.
Manning was like, "You got
we gotta get a timeout here, Pick.
He
Elon,
got
Elon.
timeout 16
Gosh,
times.
what is on that screen?
look at this."
Playboy.
Oh, she's dead.
Why would someone kill her?
They keep her forever.
Y'all can't see this. Whoever killed this woman like is wrong.
Damn.
Now that does go back though, you
I
know.
need help with
Hey.
my car.
Somewhere somebody's tired of her though. You know?
I know the adage you're talking about, and it is so true.
I mean, my wife's probably, you know, she gets tired of me quite
You ran
often.
it down to 1 second.
You know what's the good thing about this game though is you're on the road and you're up 7 at halftime, and I say that now. Watch her. But sorry, I just jinxed you. I'll let you. My bad.
I didn't hear it, so it doesn't count.
That's what happened last year. Oh, we're sending pressure.
Get him!
Love it.
You know what's good about that?
Oh no! Jay Ward, turn your head!
Oh,
No.
yeah, they threw it to.
Whoa! Look, nice hands, Florida. Jesus,
Yeah, that's
that's a souvenir for life.
All right.
He fumbled the bag.
No, because
Oh,
they got it.
Got her.
Somebody tried to steal the ball last week at LSU.
And we get the ball first. We get the
Could've
ball
been me.
first, folks.
He was trying to like pass it between his friends under his legs.
It's cooked though.
Well, you know what you do. You just throw it out of Tiger Stadium and go get it. I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Somebody's gonna get that ball before you get out there.
You got your boy down there and say, I'm letting it rip 50 and just fair catch it. And we're going home because they're kicking me out. I'm out.
Hey, is that Napier's brother?
Tennessee fans took the goalpost off the field.
Oh, it couldn't have been LSU. Oh, wow. Who do I have? I have a parlay. I don't remember which one I took.
Oh, no.
You got in it.
No.
On
Don't.
4th and goal, they're not going to get.
He didn't get it.
No,
They
because
gave it to him. They gave it to him. It's 14-7.
you know what's crazy? That fullback gets one carry in his whole damn career, and the quarterback tripped him.
He scored though.
That's why not everything happened.
Hey, if Florida State pulls it off, Tennessee's looking good.
I'm not sure about the
Powder Blues?
yeah.
Or the American flag?
No, I don't
like
like.
those.
I like the American flag. I just
What,
don't, the
is
powder
there some
blue-
sort of holiday we don't know about?
I like those.
and
I like the powder blues.
Military
I
appreciation.
like their powder blues in
It's
every
just
sport.
fucking America today.
the Mississippi said, you know what?
This was
Oh,
the
okay,
craziest.
What was he doing?
Because he thought, Coach, do they know the rules on special teams?
You'd be shocked at how many don't.
Okay, because I've heard that before that they literally don't know,
Some guys don't
understand
they
what
don't know. They just
They think it's a free ball.
Yeah.
2.0. He's just faster.
who Kamara. He does look like
He
Kamara.
plays just like him.
I think I'm going to answer a question in the
I don't know if
chat.
Aaron Hooker can play in the NFL, but I would sure love the Saints to find out.
I'm going to answer a question in the chat. So, do you think Ole Miss is a real deal? We talked about this a little while ago on a little bit, but I think you have to say that they are until they lose. And honestly, they got enough athletes on that team that
At this rate, Bixby's going to get shooting.
these guys are beat. You got to remember, SEC teams are beating up on each other.
I love how the running back kept running up that ball.
No, that's because
The running back just kept moving.
he was. I promise you, it never got put in. It never got put in the mesh. That's hard. I'm just telling you, that's probably the hardest thing as a coach to get mad at somebody about.
Alabama kickers, man.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
that's their Achilles heel forever.
It's crazy.
They're kicking.
It's
How can they
crazy
never
that
recruit a
haven't figured it
kicker?
out yet.
Great job. Keeps the play alive. Through McCoy, middle of the field. Josh Heupel bangs a timeout. Here comes the kick.
You know this. Well, that kicker just false started.
Oh, can you
The
call
kicker,
that?
the kicker false started. I just saw that.
That's a like you
That's
call
a thing?
You could call that, yes.
I never even thought about that.
Here's the other
Told
thing.
you.
How come in college
That
football,
field is full.
when you see the snapper like toss the ball over his shoulder or whatever when he's got his knee on the
Knee
ground,
down?
why is he not down? Why is he not down?
Well, don't tell that to Les. He didn't think about that. All right.
No, but
It's just going on.
there
There's a
must
lot
be
going on. It's going
It
super.
is what it is.
there must be a rule about, and I'd have to look it up. But I just know if you're the holder, if you lift it back up and put it back down. But I guess if you're just down, if you got your knee on the
But-
ground, you're good.
If you try to do it that way and your knee's not on the ground, then that's like a very obvious tell as to what's
Probably.
about to happen. So you have to give them the leeway of, look,
Did y'all
we
see-
know this is breaking the rules.
Did
but-
y'all see that one kicker? They showed it earlier on College Game Day.
Oh, I did.
The kicker was trying to catch a pass from the holder,
holder.
and the kicker straight up just fell down.
You got sniper. And that's his. You talk about fullbacks only getting one opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't throw. You can't trust the guy. Not really an athlete.
Not ready to make a play.
Not ready to make a play at all.
48. Hey, what was the over
Trying to
under?
make a play.
What was the over under on the Ole
Shouldn't
Miss
have a
game?
Oh, I can find out.
48.
5 touchdowns.
48-34. Hey, so that's the exact opposite line. 6 receptions, 207, 5 touchdowns. Then what's his name had for Kansas City? He had what?
Tyreek.
No, Kelsey. He had what? 5 catches for 26 yards and 4 touchdowns or something.
Most points versus Alabama. Tennessee's wow.
Ever?
Who the hell is
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt's
And
balling,
ran it up.
man.
No 6.
You notice the 3 dates? Look at the 3. No, time out. Look at the 3 dates. It was 03. It was 03, 06, and 1900 or something.
And Saban might be a part of some of those. I think that man has baby's blood. He's just gonna stay alive forever.
How about Oklahoma today? Oklahoma must have they must have stuck a stick up their butt this week and said,
Did-
"Listen, we're doing something."
Well, Kansas didn't have a
And
quarterback.
Kansas didn't have their
But still, though,
quarterback. Yeah,
that doesn't mean Kansas
can't
defense.
score, yeah.
Kansas quarterback don't play for their defense, and they got shut out the week before by Texas. So
It's
Well,
true.
Well, to the point the defense is always on the field. They might have got tired.
Yeah,
I mean, I
good-
don't know. I didn't watch the game.
Good
but-
point. I'm an offensive coach, so I don't care if the defense gets
Oh,
tired
yeah.
unless I'm. No, I'm just kidding.
Coaching them.
Think LSU can pass the ball on Ole Miss like they're doing against Florida?
Yes.
Probably so. Yes, but I haven't taken a look at Ole Miss's defense.
Ole Miss total
Stinks.
56 and a half.
Yeah, they stink.
Oh, what was it?
56 and a half.
Was the over under? It was 48-34. Wow.
Free money.
So that guy from the future didn't. It
He's
was
from Brown put in the book.
he was screwing up.
Yeah, and I left it at the bar. Nobody's gonna care about Ole Miss in the future.
Yeah, fuck Ole Miss.
Ooh.
I will say, I like their powder blue baseball uniforms, though. And those are sweet.
I got Kentucky. Let's look at the old bets. Let's see what we got cooking. Y'all let me know.
Have y'all ever been to Oxford? Like it's just a fan to go out and stuff. Not much to do there, but they have this thing called the Square, and there's a bar there called the Library, and
That's not in Oxford, is it? That's
yeah, it's in
Oh,
Oxford.
no, it is in Oxford.
Oh, it's
You're
in
right,
Oxford.
you're
I trust me.
5 Points is in South Carolina. I'm sorry.
So it's 3 bars in one. So when you first walk in, like in the very front bar, it's like the sports bar. It's got a big bar in the middle. It's got a sports bar. You go to the middle, it's like a dance club. You go to the back, it's like an outdoor patio porch area. It's really cool. So like, we used to go there as coaches, and we told them we claim the sports bar. Y'all can have the rest of it. But you had to go to the bathroom, but you had to walk through the dance floor to go to the bathroom. So like we would end up passing
the butt funnel.
We passed players and we would just like we would just be like, yes sir, we'll see you. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Y'all be good.
Hey, yeah.
Trying to stop
Well,
your dance.
it's an unspoken thing. Like, you're here, I'm here. We
See,
probably both shouldn't be here.
Listen, I was 30 when I was there, married. I was 30 and married, but no kids, and we had nothing else to do, so it was a good time.
Yeah, we go to the library.
Kind of like our friends at Uncle Earl's.
Oh, thank God that guy did not show up. That guy's a disaster. If you're Ubering to the bar at 7 o'clock,
It's
just
not even
let
7, Coach. We're done at 6.
Yeah,
What-
it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we're done at 6.
And it's a lot of self-awareness. I can understand that, but can't be stumbling out.
That's
Best of luck to you,
6:45.
sir. I know you don't watch this. You just don't. You're not gonna remember it.
USC to me is
Candy?
hard to read because
I mean, they got probably one of the best quarterbacks, probably the best receiver.
but they're winning, and it's like you don't hear about them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
it's just-
with the,
You don't hear about them.
You won't hear about it until they play like Oregon or UCLA.
Yeah.
Well, who are they playing right now?
Utah.
Utah. Yeah, so that's a ranked game.
No, they play UCLA like in 2 weeks or next week.
Yeah, they both
Because
undefeated.
is UCLA still undefeated? They
Yeah.
were at one point.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Chip Kelly, to me, like I think
Those uniforms are hideous.
it took him. It's taken him a minute, but if he could ever get that thing rolling like he had at Oregon, like you should be able to recruit to UCLA for what they're doing for that type of team and that type of conference.
Do y'all like these TCU uniforms?
I do.
No.
I'm not a
I
fan.
don't
I
know.
do.
it looks
I
like
didn't-
it looks like
I think there's too much going on.
It's like red, but then purple.
it looks like candy.
I didn't know red was one of their colors.
Yeah, that's
It's
the only
not.
part that confuses me.
Corn
It doesn't
frogs,
make any
baby.
sense.
Oh, that's the venom. That's the blood.
I
It looks like you've been
it's
into
too
a.
much going
It
on for
looks
me.
like you've been into a candy bar. Oh, look at that man.
They stormed the field.
The horn frog.
No, that
He looks like a
stormed the field
Pokemon.
confusing.
Is that a good omen for Andy Dalton tomorrow? Right there?
Oh, he is TCU.
Maybe that's why they were.
Yeah, they were red overs there.
Look at
Yeah.
Syracuse.
That was a
Why is
red
everybody
rocket.
storming the field?
Syracuse is 6-0, coach.
Why is everybody storming the field today?
A lot of upsets.
Why not, man? Have
The home and
fun.
home with Syracuse. Les Miles there. Okay?
Well, I agree. I'm just surprised. Michigan kicked that ass.
I'll tell you what, man. Michigan.
Damn, 20 was trying.
Michigan Ohio State game. They might be 2-3 or 2-4 or something. You know what I'm saying when they play each other.
Big time matchup.
Yeah, this is not really a lot of athletes on Penn State.
Where is it at this year? Who's
Ohio
hosting?
State, Michigan?
It's at Ohio because Michigan beat them last year, right? I think they beat them at
Big
Michigan.
house.
Yeah,
So it's in Ohio.
yeah. That's a tough. Have y'all ever been there to the Horseshoe? That's a big stadium, man. That's like it's old. Like I think that's what makes it look bigger. It's kind of like LSU's. LSU has this old looking stadium, but it looks bigger because it's just old looking. You know?
It's built like a old, because it's built like
Yeah.
It's a Coliseum.
It goes so up. Like
But the The big house?
No, Big House is just like Big House goes like the Big House goes away from you. Like LSU is like goes up.
Well, that's what they say because of what the big house is. They say the way that they built it, it's not very loud because all of the sound travels away from you.
And it's
LSU's on top of you. And Florida's on top of you as well.
It's like half of it's underground too. Like it's dug in. Like if you walk around Michigan Stadium from the outside, it doesn't. You'd be like, this is the big house, but then it actually goes down under. It's built under. They dug it out, I guess. Notre Dame's the same way.
Play like a champion today.
Notre Dame's got.
That's what I said about players every week. Play like a champion for Lou Holtz.
Notre Dame's got a really nice campus. I got to give Notre Dame that. They got a really nice campus.
Well, yeah, but it's 30 degrees and everybody's pale and overweight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a certain.
So we need that nutritionist person to come and sponsor us, and we can get that
Noah's
done.
sister to get you a spray tan. Free shout out.
I'm gonna give you a little inside info about me.
Open up.
I was not a yelly. We've already had this conversation. Where were you? Oh, you weren't here. No, so I bought my wife spray tans, but we bought a spray tan machine, and I am.
Are you hopping in that thing?
I know. I am a professional spray tanner. Like I've got it down. Like there's an art to it because if you put too much, that stuff streaks and spots, and it's bad.
Do you have to put something down in the bed?
I don't do it in the bed.
No, but when she sleeps, because it runs off.
No,
we've all been to prom here. Whenever you look at your suit in high school, and you're like, "What happened?"
No,
I feel like I ran into an eraser.
No, she knows the timing of it, and then
you gotta get this. You gotta dry clean this. This is you. I'm wearing your skin.
Appreciate the love for the shirt.
Right.
Staba 07, or however you pronounce that.
What do you think the defense needs to do better in the second half against Richardson in Florida to kind of separate the gap?
I think their rush looked better towards the end of the half, but the rush to me was too wide open. It was going past the quarterback. They weren't constricting the pocket to keep him from running in the middle. But I thought towards the end they did that. I'd say with
You're leaving? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
I'd say with the pass defense.
I need some commitment, Noah. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. With the pass defense right now, it's just you got to stick with your guys because like Richardson's starting to scramble a little bit, and they've got to stick with their guy because if they get to the point, it's going to look like some of those scrambles that LSU had, and that's where you lose games. And if you go back and watch some of the Tennessee film against Florida's defense. LSU's hitting those plays because Tennessee hit Florida on a couple busts, and right now I think LSU's taking advantage. LSU's defense can't allow that to happen.
You put that mic over there, or sit over there. Either way.
I'm gonna put it over there, over here.
Bring it with you. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
No,
we gotta do live production during production.
This is all good. At least I haven't. I fell down earlier trying to, or I fell off when I was trying to get my stuff together over here.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know if there's a 9mm on that other TV now, so we went from having dead folks to a 9mm.
All right. Oh, that must have been what they used to kill the Model T.
Maybe.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Hey, South Dakota State.
We can halftime. We can bet half, Coach.
Look at this guy.
South Dakota State
No, he
beat
can't
North
bet,
Dakota
but he
State.
can give me his informed opinion about what maybe we should do when I tell him the line. I mean, that's fair.
Michael Jordan works for DraftKings.
Michael Jordan invented drafting. They're going to sponsor the Charlotte whatever the hell. I need a gambling app because I want credit. I need free credit.
What is?
Too much money tied up in the old Caesars app?
I mean, same thing with Phil Mickelson. He's like, just erase my debt and we're good. Like, everybody's cool, right? All right, Coach. What would you guess the second half line would be if I told it? If I didn't tell you.
So somebody said real quick. Somebody said you never noticed it. You never noticed at home in A-Town we are about 20 seconds faster on the internet feed.
Oh, we're faster than they are.
Where's A-Town?
Oh, A-Town be ballin'. Alexandria, stand up 318. That's where I'm from.
That's from Von Bluesman.
Ah.
So.
Oh yeah, Alexandria doesn't have the best anything.
So what? Hold on. What were you saying?
Best walk-ons of all time.
Stop.
I'm telling you.
What was the line? For the
okay, so for live betting, it takes into account so this is a halftime spread. It's 28-21 LSU. The line is LSU minus 6.5.
The Tigers,
that's
baby.
good because they're up 7, right?
Right.
Well, that took a lot of that took a lot of guts. Whoever did that in Vegas, you could have done something a little different, made it a little harder.
So you're telling me to take it?
Uh,
But when it starts in the second half, what I believe is it wipes the slate clean. So you're starting LSU minus 6.5 at 0-0. on the Vegas
you're
scoreboard.
saying they're getting 6.5 in the second half.
Yeah, they're giving up 6.5.
I thought you were saying because they were already up there. Anyway.
Yeah, but they're taking into account the fact that LSU was up a touchdown.
I would
basically made it a pick 'em.
I think it's going to be a closer game than 7 points. So whatever that means to you.
That means I can't touch it. Do you want to guess what the over/under might be?
Is it on there, or do you want to guess?
It's on there. I'm just letting you guess. Before.
Over/under for just the second half?
Yeah. Well, no, for the entire game.
Oh, for the entire game. So, what's the score right now?
28-21. We're at 49.
I'd say it's going to be another 21-17-ish type of thing in the second half, one way or the other.
So you put those
So
points together.
let's do some additions. That'd be 70. That'd be 87.
Oh, they have it at 70.
Yes, I was a math teacher at one point.
Were you?
Oh yeah. Well, I never actually taught a class, but I got certified in it. You know, I was more of a calculator guy. I went to state and calculator applications.
I don't understand, and I never will, why they never let you, like whenever you're early on in school, they never let you like use a calculator. They're like, you have to do this by hand. It's like, can we not? I understand maybe there's some problem like solving
Well, it's
skills.
because you
that
didn't have it in your pocket all the time back then.
Well, yeah, they did.
No, not when I was in school. Well, maybe when you were in school, because.
Yeah, I mean.
But like I didn't have a cell phone until I got to college, and that had Snake on it. It didn't. I don't know if it had a calculator on it. It had Snake.
2, 4,
It was
6, 8. We're going around the block.
It was
the Green Genie, the Nokia.
Yeah, it's a Nokia. I had the little Nokia. It wasn't a flip phone, but they had the
No.
little flip cover. You know.
I got the over in this one too, Coach. So anything that you saw, now that we're in halftime, obviously for LSU, anything that you saw that would make you think, like what are your first half thoughts on what LSU did and didn't do well?
I thought getting rid of the ball by Daniels was good. He finally he got the ball downfield to his guys and said, hey, go make a play. Like I thought it wasn't the scramble throws that impressed me. It was the one that he threw the touchdown to down the sideline.
To Brian Thomas?
Yeah, where he allowed him to go moss him.
Yeah, and that's what we've been. I mean, that's what I guess all of Louisiana has pretty much been asking for. Is just give him the opportunity to go make a play.
Yeah,
right.
So that's what I think he's doing a better job of that. And then the other thing, the run game is okay. It's. I know some of those times when he tried to pull it and throw it to the tight end or whatever, it didn't look great. But I promise you, if you keep calling those plays, those are the kind of plays that after a while, one of those is going to break. And you know, Josh Williams, I think, is running hard. I think Emery's making plays when he's getting a chance to. They haven't gotten the ball to him enough.
Because Emery is one of those guys where when it happens, he's streaky. He's almost like if he's going to have a big game, you can almost tell immediately.
Whatever happened to Noah Cain?
I don't know. I was talking about that last night on Mic'd Up. We just don't really know how he hasn't found like his fit in the offense. If there's anything in the chat that you want to get to, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit that. Caskey, how many teams go as wide as Tennessee? I don't think very many. I haven't gone and looked at some of the non-Power 5, those non-Group of 5 teams, but I'd say in major college football, that's the widest I've seen those splits and I'm saying this, at a normal clip during the game. Not teams will do it, but not like almost every play. And it's pretty impressive of how they've designed that offense at Tennessee, and I think you have to practice what they're doing, and
it's not as easy as just being able to
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that would be like, why can't LSU do that? Like that's a system that they've installed.
Yeah, like I'm watching the Kentucky game and Mississippi State. Mississippi State just had half of their receivers stacked out there, but then they motioned a guy in and. It's just not everybody does that, but again, I think teams could do it, and but yeah, I think there's something to what they're doing. Like I think more teams are going to study that, especially after this year. And
which just makes it so easy. It feels like it makes it so easy on the quarterback. Like I know that the spread was probably the first iteration of it, where it's like, oh, like with Chip Kelly and what they kind of did. I mean, you can go all the way back to like air raid. Who's my guy that I guess invented the air raid that Mike Leach is a part of the tree? Hal Munn. Is that the
Hal
right
Mummy?
name? Yeah,
Hal Mummy.
Yeah, that's.
But Hal Mummy's the other guy. Him and Leach or the
Yeah, well, that's what Leach studied.
yeah.
Like that was his understudy.
And like the Chip Kelly stuff, even for a while there, became a fad, and the speed he was going. That's where the tempo stuff kind of started showing up. All right, we're kicking. Got to kick off here.
I didn't bet anything second half. You made me too nervous.
All right, no return. Hey, there's a question here. What did Coach Kelly say to Jaden when he ran the ball right before he threw it?
Throw it.
I think he was telling him to throw it. He said, "Get rid of it." Let's see what Brian Kelly's saying. See how they hit him in the face mask?
Yeah, that was just I mean. But at this point, where we are in, there you go.
See what I'm saying? That
You're gonna.
I'm telling you,
Coach!
the more you run it, the
Get
more
out
it's
there,
going to
Eddie.
break. The more you run it, the more they're going to break, and you just got to keep doing it. You can't just give up on it. You got to keep doing it.
And they gave up on it last week because I feel like they overcoached themselves against Tennessee.
That's great.
Hey, first play of the game. Here we go. First play of the second half. Bam.
And look, all he
off me.
had to do is make one guy miss. Now,
No, I can make four guys miss.
well, I think Bradford missed it. I think Bradford missed his block. They ran a counter play for about 50 yards.
Where y'all been? Emery, get that ball away, coach.
Do not, dude.
Walk.
John, don't
want
switch
the
the
dog?
ball in traffic. Oh, get him, Frank.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Get him, Frank.
Baby.
Set.
I like Frank
He
Wilson.
went for like
You
50
have to.
yards.
I like Frank Wilson. He was Jeremy Hill's coach back in the day, and then when they got Jeremy, like you've never heard. I've never heard a player.
coach.
I've never heard players in general from LSU talk so highly about a position coach as they did him. That's good.
Here we go.
Okay,
That's that play I broke.
here we
Remember
go.
that's that play I broke down the other day. The tight end is coming back around to block for the quarterback.
I apologize for talking shit about Mike Denbrock for the time being.
No, this is just, but they're making it easy right now.
Hey, here's
It's
another.
a good fluid mix of run and pass.
To remind me, I got a good story about Mike Denbrock. I don't know if I've told it on the air, but I got a story about Mike Denbrock that's actually kind of crazy when you think about just how the world works. You know?
Yeah, the two ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
Going up two?
That's not- no, it's
Be
not-
in there, baby.
Get in there. Get in there.
Keep going. Hey! 51. You getting worked all night.
lead draw again.
What?
Telling you. Hey, that lead draw is working tonight.
Let's flag with the lineman.
Fuck you, 51. 51's a bitch.
He'll see you on Twitter, dude.
Fuck him.
Nice little dial up.
That was
All
a
right.
waste.
Oh, look at
God
21.
damn.
21 couldn't get off that block.
Look at the downfield blocking by
51's
Brian
a
Thomas.
bitch.
Yeah, John
51's
Emery.
rich.
John Emery had a good block there too.
Yeah, 51's a bitch. Please tweet me.
See, look, even Frank Wilson just, he's over there.
Oh, the Chinese bandits are back out. Yeah, you give him a little love.
Man, I swear, if they don't put 21 on this field goal block team, because hopefully LSU kicks another,
What is
5
this?
extra
What,
points.
you've seen this formation before?
What do you mean?
Ooh.
I mean, where
Damn, he's
they're
getting
Almost
Wow.
gave him the laces.
Well, they got everybody on one side.
right, and they're up, like they're
Yeah.
stacked on the
QB
run
now,
side
talking
and
the
then
QB
light on
future,
the other.
right?
Yeah, because they're trying to. Some of those guys aren't rushing. Some of those guys are trying to consume linemen.
Can we work on the celebration a little bit?
That was
that
great.
was-
What are you
I mean,
talking
I
about?
mean,
You
it
had
was-
3 bad takes so far as soon as you came back inside.
So,
What do you mean? What do you mean 3 bad takes?
Aggressive at 51.
hey, I will say that
That's not a bad take.
that
Not a bad.
the way they came out though and ran the ball. What did they throw a
They
pass?
didn't throw a pass.
They didn't throw a pass, right?
Yeah.
No. It was quarterback draw.
So-
Looked like a pass.
So point being is, they came out. They went in the locker room, and the only thing I can tell you, because this happens a lot, is one of the offensive linemen or somebody in there said, "Coach, we got these guys." Like somebody in there said, "Coach, we got these guys, and give us a shot." And they did it. And I'm not saying that's how it went down in there, but at the same time, sometimes right now you've got that LSU offense is stoked and jacked, and you know what that does to the defense? They're right along with them. They're going to come out right now and say, "All right, it's our turn."
Shit, coach, where was all that before?
Well,
we had to work it up. We had to.
Yeah, you had to see it to believe
It
it.
was a lot to, we had a lot to
Oh, she's
digest,
minus
a lot
6.5.
to get better.
so my little story
Take
about
it.
Mike Denbrock is when I was at Indiana State, of all places, Mike Denbrock was at Notre Dame, and I believe he got let go at Notre Dame, and I was working for Trent Miles at the time. I ended up leaving, going to Ole Miss, and Denbrock came in and took a spot on the Indiana State staff for a year to help Trent out. And Trent's actually on the staff at LSU now. And Mike Denbrock and his wife needed a house to stay in. So Mike Denbrock rented my house in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Wow.
Mike Denbrock was my tenant. I was his landlord for a year. So
Was he a good tenant?
yeah, they were fine. They were fine. We had a pool in the back, and there were some things like it was hard when you're living in Mississippi, but you're kind of trying to help him take care of the pool, and he's working coach's hours and stuff. So we dealt talking to his wife quite a bit, and she was good. She was fine. It was just it was a pain in the ass to try to take care of a pool, from that far away.
You don't have one of those machines that goes in there and
You
like
do,
the
but
Land Rover.
no, but
that-
the problem is you're in Indiana, so
it's frozen half the year.
pools are only open like 4 months out of the year.
What's the point of having one?
Because during those 4 months, it's good.
It's like Augusta.
It's good, man. It's better than not having one though.
Bro, drunk Brian Kelly tweeted, "Put Cardell Thomas back to return punts. He has them hands." And it's a video of Cardell catching a punt at the All-American game.
Dude.
Hey, at this point, you could try. Dude, Stu, if you want to scoot over just a little bit to be that's the camera. I can't unzoom it anymore.
Hey, Cardell can run now. I ain't gonna lie.
Have you seen the tape?
Yes, I watched him last year. I worked with him last year for a little while, man.
Do you have any insight as to what the hell happened?
I don't know. That stuff happened way before I was there. Whatever has happened that hadn't allowed him to
Get on the field.
To get on the field.
He's an
happened.
athlete, though. That's perfect.
But no, I love Cardell, man.
Wow,
Cardell's
go
like-
home. Ooh.
Cardell's one of my
Maybe
favorite
not, but
people
go
off that
home.
team.
Should have been home.
Yeah, well, he was whenever he was with LSU, or like whenever he got like the offer, he was one of the first guys that ever started pushing. Like he tried to start signing recruits for the recruiting class.
But wasn't he? He was a
Southern-
5-star.
Offensive.
Wasn't he one of the
guard.
top
Yeah,
linemen?
yeah, it was a big deal for LSU to get him because LSU was struggling so mightily on the offensive line. Like, oh, we finally got a guy, and then it just never. It's one of the more curious things that's ever happened.
He did break his ankle.
No.
Yeah, it was something
Didn't he
that
have
like.
2 surgeries on his ankle? Did he have 2 surgeries?
I don't
Yeah.
know. All I know is that's a large human being. I mean, him and Anthony Bradford, are
That's 2 big men.
2 big men.
For sure. They posted a picture of Anthony Bradford sitting on the steps in the stadium.
Yeah.
And he looked like a monster, just filling up the whole aisle.
Hey, you know what's crazy? So I'll give this to Cardell Thomas. As big as that man is, we went in with Coach O in the summer, and they would every Friday we'd run the horseshoe of Tiger Stadium. Just the one in the one horseshoe, and then we'd run to the top, and we had to be all spread out. That big man ran every single one of them. He may not have been the fastest one, obviously, but that big man ran every one of them, and that was the most impressive thing I've seen. 360-pound man.
What number that was? They just got that ball.
Oh man, you quizzing him.
What number?
Jamil, you have to watch the game.
No, but me and Jamil, I have this thing with Jamil. We got one person on our defense that I'm not a fan of.
Well, Roger Cato knows all about it.
I know that we are thin at that position, so he has to play.
But
I'm just not a fan sometimes. Sometimes he's just always getting beat. Just not ready to make a play.
So watch what they're
33.
Watch what they're doing on the backside of Florida right now, which I think is good. Is they're playing the fact that they're going to make they want the quarterback to pull the ball, and that's why they're not getting yardage on the inside. So I don't know the exact.
I love the whiteboard.
They've got a backer sitting over here, and I'll get to it here in a second. So they're pinching this guy in here and they're bringing this guy right here.
All right, a little swing.
So right here.
He hit him low too.
All right, we'll let this. Oh,
Is that?
get the ball out. That's gonna be a face mask or a force collar. Oh, they're gonna get Pat
What
Ruffin.
penalty? We got 15.
So
Yeah, Jay's gonna get called for the low hit on the quarterback.
if you look at this run play here that the Florida's running, they're running an inside zone. So this end here that LSU has is pinching inside. So it takes this. Well, when he pinches inside, usually that means the quarterback should pull it, but they've got this backer sitting out here, and he's just sitting right here in this area. And right now the quarterback's seeing that, and he's saying, "Man, I ain't pulling that."
and it's not even giving him like that cutback
And
because the end
so
is sliding
what LSU was doing, I just drew a Y upside down. I apologize for that. LSU's bringing a guy around over here to block this guy. So that's the difference between what Florida's doing and what LSU's doing on offense
That's
right now.
targeting.
They call that targeting?
Hey, that's not a penalty.
Hey,
So
it's cold outside?
It started to get cold outside.
Is it 80 out there?
Yeah.
I don't know what it
He's
is.
been to Cincinnati for too long.
No, so I told you I met all the
it's not
Cincinnati.
that cold outside.
I met all the Cincinnati people today in New Orleans and hung out with them. They were like, "This is the hottest it's been in a long." I'm like, "Yo, this is a cool
Okay,
day."
all right, rough at the pass. I'll take that.
Unnecessary roughness, number 66.
Yes, thank you. That's
Might-
penalty's
that
all
might-
set, huh?
So anything
They should,
that
yes.
anybody says will be heard.
They should get the ball where the play ended, though, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a dead ball. It was a dead ball foul.
Tried to kill him, guys.
Yeah, it was a dead ball foul. So they got.
I'll take that.
Okay, what is on the TV right now?
Yeah, don't let.
That's the.
That's. This is keeping us. This is keeping us like level in here.
Smoke some backwoods.
Keeping us level right
Burn
now.
down now. That's what happened.
Man, y'all need to get the bots off the chat. By the way.
And those are the first penalties of the game for either team. 11:26 to go in the third.
Hey, bot in the chat. I'm married. I don't need a best adulting dating site. All right. So
I
just,
promise they won't hear anything you're saying.
I know you're listening to me, bot.
That's a first down after the 29-yard completion to Ricky Pearsall, who had a key fourth quarter touchdown in last week's win over Mizzou.
They brought him around that time. You see that? The tight end came around. It's a little bit of different play, but
25, where he's met by Baskerville.
This dude was good at UL last year.
who?
Montrell Johnson, the running back from Florida.
He was at UL last year.
Yeah. He's from Louisiana. He's from, I think he was at De La Salle.
He came with Billy.
And that's pretty. That's impressive to go from UL to Florida and still be a starter. Usually it's the other way around, you know. But UL had a good team last year, though, and it also had the same coach. That just hit me when I said that.
Pressure off the edge. Let's see if they come.
Play action. Play action. Nope.
Stay on the run with Johnson, and he goes.
Yeah, I thought that
They're gonna play. Watch. They're gonna play action off that in just a second. They're gonna play action off that same action.
Perkins was kind of there, but he like
He always be
he
here.
kind of.
Oh, 40's always there. Ball.
Making the play at the line of scrimmage. So athletic there at the second level. He's a good linebacker group. Played pretty well so far here in the early going of this football game.
Third down and 5.
Big play here. Third down. Their guy is usually Ricky Pearsall. He's located down here in the slot. So you can find a completion here to number 1.
I don't want to safety.
Instead, it's Lingard.
Make play.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what. That's impressive leg strength by that back.
But who was it again?
24. You don't like him, bro.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just that.
All right, you see,
when you're in a position to make a play, you make a play.
that's the same play that LSU threw to the tight end. It's the same exact play.
But like, and that's just grown man. Get out the way. It is.
So that the way he finished that run though, that's something that we worked all the time as running backs. It's called contact running. We actually ran against like sleds, and we'd have them run up against a sled and drive a sled like that.
If they would have told you Mississippi State Kentucky would be 3-0 going really close to half, would you have bought that Lloyd?
I took Kentucky. If that counts for anything.
No,
So that's playing right into my hands.
3-0 at this point.
No, I mean maybe. No, I mean Kentucky's defense is doing great, which I love. We just got to get Kentucky on the board, coach. I don't know how hurt Will Levis is.
Oh, they haven't scored yet. Okay, I thought they scored a touchdown. All right.
Yeah. So it says coach was stopping all college programs from running that wide split veer and shoot.
Players.
Tennessee. I think it's we talked about it a minute ago,
There
but
he is.
it's not everybody has that implemented yet, and the scheme is a little different. And I think Lloyd hit it on the head. I think you do have the players on the perimeter for Tennessee cause issues, and the quarterback can also throw it out there that far. Some quarterbacks can't make that long throw. Like watching high school ball, I don't see how anybody ever throws a pass from the left hash all the way to the right sideline for a hitch. I don't see how they do it.
Coach, who's that?
Where?
In the Kentucky. Did you see that guy? Fucking yoked. Who was that? Why would he wear a Kentucky shirt? He went to New Mexico State. Boom!
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 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 Oh, pulling power.
Yeah, that's that counter play they ran with the quarterback earlier, but this time they didn't. They left the tight end on the backside to.
I'm trying to
Bro, like Mike Leach might be the funniest coach ever. Is that a hoodie or is that just like a pullover with a like front pouch on it?
I don't know who that is.
That is Urlapp.
No,
it looks like Blake Bortles, but it's not him either. That's a good-looking man.
He said he only had
Blake Bortles didn't go there.
No, he went to UCF.
No, it's
They won a national title. What are you talking about?
You know it. National champs. Best team in the country right here.
I don't want to ask.
Jamil, if you don't say something within the next 10 seconds,
I was just talking.
We gotta call a timeout, right, Paige?
I was talking about.
Get a timeout. Can we get a timeout? Timeout. I gotta get a timeout.
You can take a timeout.
All right, I'm taking the timeout with the team. So.
Timeout for the game.
I was talking
It was on a
about
private.
his sweatshirt says steak.
So I was like,
We were talking about Mike Leach's sweatshirt. It says state, but it's like a pullover.
He just said steak.
What's the front
Oh, he-
pocket on the front?
Oh, I don't know if he asked for that to be made or if they just were like,
He definitely got that.
he
one.
saw like the mock-up of what they wanted to do and he's like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Print them.
No hood. No hood. Just state and a pound.
Let's get back. I can coach anywhere with this on.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want. My 12 plays to fit right here.
What was the, I asked this the other day, the Jesus Shuttleworth movie.
I'm sure like somebody.
He got game.
He got game. He just goes to state. Just state.
Not even a spot.
Not even real school.
I feel like if I don't go there, he's gonna be mad.
Wait, did you see when he took the visit? You ever watched that movie?
Oh, fuck yes.
Alright, you know when he took the visit?
Dude, that was peak 90s when the titties were as fake as they could possibly be. It was just massive.
Big.
Just PamelaAnderson.com. It's like, cool, y'all can do that?
Those are like
No,
real.
he sent me the email.
Those ain't real, huh?
No, this is your introduction.
Wait, did he send me another one?
They were really trying to get him to go to that school.
Y'all are mic'd up.
Yeah,
Making sure.
This one's so crazy.
This room's like
It's like I'm keeping this
Whole room
video
mic'd up.
forever. I should frame this.
Florida State's about to be down 24-14 and a half.
I didn't believe in Florida State. Like, we should have beat Florida State. Should have just went for 2. What you think, Lizzie? Uh-oh.
My dad, he was like, where'd you get a ticket from? And I was like, do you really want to know?
Yeah, he does. Dahmer? All right, we're back in it, Coach.
I'd take a ticket for
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd take a ticket
I had him in
for
the freezer.
for the game.
I did. I saw that, and the trick about the freezer is if you don't catch them in time, they'll bust.
Well, that's why I was.
Yeah,
I kept my timing.
Kept my mind open.
Kept my timing.
Tell me where these are from
So
again.
I got to give a shout out. To,
Cheers for helping. Thank you, sir.
That's
What's
thank you for being here.
Who's the old coach that breaks down the plays for McAfee? He's an Italian guy. Who was their coach before the coach that is now?
For who?
For the Colts. He's an older guy.
Pacino or something?
No, golly, now that you say it, I can't think of his name. I can see him, but Pagano.
Chuck Pagano. He said, he goes, 4 p.m., we play a 12 o'clock game, win or lose, we still booze. That's what the coaches' room's all about. He goes, I'm kidding. He goes, actually, I'm not.
So I got to throw this out there. My people from Cincinnati, big shout out to Lisa, Beth, Mary Kate, I believe her name. They drove me some beer down from Cincinnati. This is from Mattree Brewing. And let me tell you, we broke out Mattree Brewing,
Hey, he's trying to get somebody in
and
Super
they're trying to take out Anthony Richardson after we opened up these beers. So shout out to Mattree, my man Kenny McNutt.
There you are.
That's good stuff.
Shout out, yeah.
Going for it, coach.
You know.
If
so
LSU gets to
so
stop
time
here,
out.
I'll only drink Mattree for the rest of my life.
I'm not trying to pull
no more water. You call time out?
I'm not. I don't. Analytics have gotten in the way of football. And
BK helped him out.
No, because they
misalignment.
They were misaligned. But see, you see what they did. They moved the back and they moved the.
I'd rather BK get that mad though. Like in the
look at all the people they have shoved in there.
So I don't know if you just noticed that or not, but in the booth they have the TV copy playing.
On that earlier, man.
I was doing my TV shit.
So on the on NFL and college, that's the replay we get.
We got people standing up.
We don't get some special replay.
So you get the TV copy.
That's all we get is a TV copy up in the booth. So like. You get the TV copy and you get the stuff on the board, on the big boards outside. And
that's it?
And that's it.
Unless you have Ernie Adams working for you in New England.
Well,
then you get a special view.
When I was in so we played in New England.
So how far does Bama go down?
We think they flip.
They might go
See,
to
look,
7.
they're listening to us.
Oklahoma State
They might go to 7 or 8 because USC and Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Oklahoma State lost.
Wait, tell me your Ernie Adams story real quick.
I think they might go to 7 because USC's undefeated.
Okay, 4th and 4. LSU's on defense. They're still going for it here.
So you're going empty. So he's going to throw it because they kept a 6-man box right here.
Might be a what you call it, a draw. Yeah.
No, it was going to be.
No flags. You're going against the best corner in the SEC, coach. Oh, Billy boy, Billy.
No, so if they would have moved more people
he went
out,
at his old corner. That's his former player.
If they would have moved more people out of the box, I think they would have had a chance of doing.
Do you think he wanted to run it there?
I think it might have been part of the call, or it may have been built into the play.
He did that thing hard. It's hard to get your head around.
You don't even touch it. Continue.
No, if he counts the guys that are inside the tackle box.
To the inside.
And
that was good coverage.
This is almost shades of
shovel pass.
So would you take the points there, make it 35-20?
Oh, hey, my man. Oh, look, Frazier probably. I don't know if that was him, but you see how Frazier went straight to him
to help him out.
He's like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Is that the old lookout block?
That was a lookout block. That was a lookout block. Straight up lookout block. Oh, 51.
Look at 51.
Somebody needs to get on him. He's the one that can't cover anybody.
It's on me first. Look, I've been playing like shit, but I'm gonna turn it around.
But I'm doing this shit for y'all, bro.
It ain't about me.
Oh, nice. So you know what they did right there. That was the exact running play that they've been running. And then you pull. Then they put an RPO. I promise you. Watch. This is probably a true run. No, that's a pass. No, it's a run because the dude's down the field.
Yep.
So all this is, it's a run play called, and he's reading the second level. He's reading the safety. He's not even reading like the linebackers or the ends. He's reading the safety to throw that play.
What do you see on defense here? Cover 3?
It looks like it turned into 3 buzz. It looked like. There you go. Now run.
He's gonna get upfield. He's got an extra gear.
Ooh. Hey, 7 looking real selfish. I think I got my swag back.
They had me in the first half.
I think he got that swag back. Stuck it. It just.
Hey.
Coach.
That's a Ferrari right there. Oh, all right.
You know,
stop sign. Let me chill.
His over/under for receiving yards was 35.
Oh, thank you.
Got it on the first play of the game.
5 for 102 today.
That's all right. Let's get one of them tuds on the board. Now throw it to him. That's all right. Now we're in the flow of the offense, so that works
So,
whenever you're doing it like this.
He was
right?
trying to. That was the same play they've been running where they were going to throw the flat.
I like that.
Same play.
Coach, do you feel like you've taught all of your pupils here between me and Stewie and Jameel, that have been around? I feel like we've learned some stuff.
I feel like y'all are ready for maybe week 2 of training camp.
I'll take that.
Maybe preseason game 1.
Yeah,
I'm stuck around.
I mean, then you're gonna have a meeting with me. Look,
we're getting
knowledge is there.
We like you.
We like you. This hurts my heart. Let it rip.
Kane. Hey, nah. Kane.
Hey. All right.
Do it again.
All right.
That's what he missed last week.
Just
All right.
icing them up,
It's
man.
always something.
All right. That means Coach is talking.
All right. Y'all chill on the man. He's had a good game. Chill on him. If he drops another one, y'all get on him. Chill on him.
No, I like that. I'm glad he dropped one, but we good.
No, I'm not glad. I wouldn't say glad he dropped it, but
That's a great coaching opportunity. Look, it can happen, but let's not let it happen again.
it's not let it happen again. All right, so they got an overload front here. So they got 3 D linemen on the right side of the offensive line. They got a linebacker mugged over the left guard and a D end up there. They're gonna run some sort of pick games.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
There it is, pick game. Oh, and they picked it up. Good job, line.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Hey, that was watch it. They show.
That's another
Lafayette guy.
I don't know if they're going to show a replay of this. That's a really good job by the left guard over. Not saying that the left tackle didn't do a good job, but they had a major pick game going on with that linebacker.
How do they get the goal?
Jaden's looking real decisive today. I like that.
Look, they're going to keep bringing pressure, Coach. Look, they're rolling to 1. You're trying to run into an.
He should probably pull that.
That's all right.
Hey,
Look at your cat. Look at your boy.
I will take 6 yards.
Number 2 just got flipped.
I don't know if they can see that or not. Can they see that?
Coach, look, I mean,
all right,
you
so
kidding
look,
me?
so they had 5 guys across the board. They took these 2 guys, ran them through these 2 linemen, and tried to bring 51 around. But they passed it all the way back from here. All 4 of these guys picked these 4 guys up. It was really good. And he was one-on-one, but that was a really good job of picking up the
He saw nobody on him and went and found work.
He kept pushing over. Well, 51 went. The guy that was over the left guard went to his right, so he said, "No, I'm going to keep going to the right." And he pushed everybody through. It's a pretty normal pick out of that look, but at the same time, it's hard.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, when you're looking at LSU, that's some of the things that they haven't done well, especially when he's not your starting. Is he your starting left guard?
Got
Yes.
one-on-one. Got one-on-one with Keisha on the slap coming up.
They're talking about Tom Petty again still.
It's unbelievable.
It's Tom Petty night in Florida.
Oh, is it?
They're like doing a.
All right, John. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's the first true wide zone I've seen them run tonight. They ran the toss one earlier. That is what it is.
You got it.
It's 5-step course, Alex Gibbs style from back in the day. Remember the old They came from the old Broncos.
Terrell Davis
and John Elway and those guys. I'm telling you.
That's Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, it was the Alex Gibbs was the line coach, and that dude he had that thing taught perfect. It's hard to teach. You got to really do it all the time.
Well, it's hard to trust him, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Break it.
He's so close to break. Like,
so
God.
51 is just
still talking.
It's just out for him. Like,
What'd you see?
They need to continue pressing that concept. That over there, because right now, like I said earlier, the plays the run game's gonna break. If you keep running stuff over there where they're stressing that flat area, that curl flat area, one of these days they're both gonna go out there to the flat, and you're gonna hit something right behind it for a big play. That's not a good
scheme off a scheme.
There's that play where he blocked. Now get the first down. So that was
Hold on to it.
That was that same play I diagrammed.
You have some neck bruises tonight.
That's what you call them?
Yeah.
It's for practice.
That's just like a bruise on the neck that you didn't even know. You wake up tomorrow just sore.
Explain that to your girlfriend. Just from football.
Bro, I
practice. But dude, if you did have those old mesh jerseys on, they would give you a hickey.
No, it's like they're doing. So what they're doing, they're running inside zone, and they're reading this guy. So the back's going left, the quarterback's reading this in. He's going down. The tight end's running across like he's going to block that guy. He passes him up, and he blocks that dude that's got the quarterback. And that's how the quarterback's getting a little.
So that's a design run.
That's a design run, correct?
Okay.
100% a design run. It's a wrinkle off of all the other inside zones and different things you can do.
He's still. Y'all said he didn't have the speed to play in the SEC. That's what I heard.
Like a damn snitch.
Where's the phone booth, Superman?
Damn.
Look at him. I'll beat you to the edge. I'm gonna keep beating you to the edge. I'm gonna beat you to the edge. Huh. Look at the ankle mobility. Oh, we got a catch, little. We made a birdie. We got a little fist bump. What are we still pitching about? The coach at 6.
We might have broke through it, OBK.
Break the fourth wall.
We tear a few layers.
A little KOK.
So that was the same thought process here. That was the same thought process here is what they ended up doing. They went unbalanced, major unbalanced. They had no receivers on this side. They had none over here. Put all the receivers over here. Tight end came back around. This end almost made a great play. I think that was him, the guy they were reading when he pulled it. So the quarterback pulled it. This guy kind of ran over here. He outran him because the tight end was blocking that next guy. So that was the same play they just ran, but out of a funky formation, and it allowed. They said we're going to let our quarterback outrun you, and he did. So.
Would you say this is one of the? I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to. That's awesome. Not trying to say that this has been it by no means is it over, right? But when you talk about the scheme that LSU and the offense has come in with, this is their best game plan to date so far.
I think they're doing
the things that make Jaden comfortable.
Well, first off, nothing that they've done tonight is overcoached. It is easy. It's fundamental. And the guys are playing like with more confidence. They're playing faster. And again,
you called that.
They just gotta. All they got to do is you don't have to put everything under the sun into the game plan to be good. You just got to get good at what you're doing. And I think that what they did, like they ran the same play 3 different times on that series from 3 different pre-snap looks, but it was the same play. So your linemen, when you call the play, the linemen are running the same play. Back and a quarterback run the same play. Tight end run the same play.
Doesn't matter who gets the ball.
But they're running it out of different looks. And yes, you got to be aware of how they adjust to those looks, but you're screwing with the defense too. And but yet you're still running the same play. It looks different every time.
Well, that's what they're guessing.
Hey, can we beat Bama?
Many are asking.
I think if this team plays as efficiently as they are tonight on offense, that Bama game, it'd be a game. I don't think that's a.
Hopefully we get the night.
But again, you never know which. Like today, I don't think that Bama team that showed up today was Bama team either. No, yeah.
It's hard to say that. They were in the entire game. Down to the last.
It was they got a free 7 points on that scoop score.
Well, that's defense. I mean, that's part of playing football out of it. I guess I would say Bryce Young. He's not 100%, but he looked good. Yeah. And then Jahmyr Gibbs is that's a first round pick.
In the chat, Abby's asking who's calling the plays. It looks like this whole new offense, and somebody's saying Kelly has a call sheet. Every head coach, I promise you, has both call sheets in his hand. Every head coach has a call sheet for both sides.
We're well aware.
And I will say this: I'm pretty sure Denbrock's calling the plays, which is, again, they went back. I guarantee you this week and said we've got to get back to fundamentals. We got to get better at we got to get good at something, and I think they've done that today. All this read zone, inside zone they've been doing. Hitting a couple RPOs down the field off of it, and then actually throwing the ball down the field on some easy stuff, a go ball, a scramble drill twice.
Find Kayshawn early, get him involved early.
So there's things that they're doing that are really, really simple, but they look like they're good at it today, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign that it's if you see this much progress in 1 week,
that we're working at it.
There's something right going on in the building, and I think everybody wants to hear that. And you know,
if you get, I mean, if you're Florida, it's 42-21. You throw out whatever your best 15 are, your best 5 plays right now. Like you have to get on the board.
Well, I think too, you might be done. How much time's left?
We're in the third with.
I think it's like a minute left.
Minute
11 and third. You might be to the point of not even run the ball anymore. Now, you might be to that point.
But they can't get. That's not their strength, right?
It's not.
107 left in the third.
It's not their strength, but you may be to the Jack Bash.
Jack Bash is hurt.
Oh.
He had a little woozy after that punt. So when you take a 60-mile-an-hour football to the face,
I'm sure it doesn't.
It doesn't help you. Oh, you got come on, Jay
Get him down.
That's
No, he's running that.
Well, you know what the thing about that is?
He's short.
Well, they're gonna know it's no holding on the offense because the guy pancaked him. You can't pancake people apparently anymore. I know this is good for LSU. I know this is good for LSU. Apparently, you can't pancake anybody anymore because it's holding if you pancake them. If you're just whipping them, apparently it's holding. So, you know.
I mean, you know what did that?
Jaden Daniels did
the blind side. Huh?
Lloyd, he did the Marwan.
Oh, he did.
Hey, we're not going to hear about JD back in the Heisman Trophy race. He's not in the Heisman Trophy race.
I got a little gamble. I got a little bet out there. Just saying, little $5.
It's out there.
It can happen.
The odds are there.
Y'all know who's winning the Heisman this year, right?
Hendon Hooker?
Probably, yeah.
Jameer Gibbs?
Or the Ohio State guy.
It might be Caleb Stroud. CJ Stroud. I get it. They're all the same players.
That's Ohio State. CJ Stroud's Ohio State, right?
Yes, I've been doing this for about 2 years now. It's embarrassing. Big tackle.
So that's that play. So I'll show y'all this play on this week's Caskey's Clicker. And it's not worth spending time on right now. But you always cut me off.
Who cares about Tom Petty?
He's got some good stuff.
He's got great music.
But can we get him off the broadcast?
It's Tom Petty Day.
I don't give a fuck what day it is.
It's Tom Petty. Did he sing cocaine?
He definitely did.
But he did cocaine, I think.
Oh, he made a whole song about it. You don't write songs about things you're not interested in.
But no, that last play they ran, basically they're throwing a shallow cross and they're blocking all their receivers and hoping that it becomes a punt return. And if you miss one block on that play, it's over. I mean, you could have it perfectly blocked up by the other 9 guys. And I say 9 because the quarterback ain't blocking and the guy running ain't blocking. But you have perfectly blocked up. You miss one little block and it's over. Tell you what, man, I throw this out there. I wish I would have gone to high school in the 80s.
When did you go to high school?
In the 90s, but I wish I would have gone to high school in the 80s.
Well, yeah. What you were just little fairy dust in the pocket?
No, I just think like you could get away with wearing some stupid clothes and everybody thought you were cool.
Absolutely. I mean, same thing in the '90s, Coach. I mean, were you a puka shell guy?
I like him.
Like puka shell necklace?
I think it's just position.
Because that was, I mean, I never did it. But
Exactly.
I mean, I
That's what I'm
remember.
saying. He is playing out of position. That's what it is.
Because he was really good before Major got hurt.
Yeah, at corner.
Yeah.
He's
Hit
an
the head?
outside corner. But
I got it. I'll show you a
that
picture.
position is okay. So we get to see what happened to Jack Best right here. What? Oh yeah, he got hit in the head.
He got hit in the head by the football.
I mean,
he did look dazed in that picture though.
Yeah, he looked. Yeah.
Well, he cuts to Brian Kelly telling him, and he was like this, like, "Yeah, I got you." It's like,
I thought he had sweat in his. He had brain matter in his eye.
Bro.
He'll be fine. He'll be ready for next week. If Will Taylor's coming, I mean, yeah, and Will Campbell's coming back, you know we're getting Jack Best back. They're the same person.
Hey, if we were the Dolphins, he'd be back in there.
who's
already.
Will Taylor?
That sounds like a name I should know.
Will Campbell.
Who's Will Taylor? Is that
You're mixing Mason Taylor and Will Campbell.
Yeah, I can do that every now and again.
I don't know how you do that, but
I got a lot of names up here. Especially for somebody that doesn't remember a name ever. I met somebody yesterday. As soon as I shook their hand, I was like, "You're gonna have to tell me that one more time," and then I forgot it again.
Does anybody ever call you Lloyd Christmas?
Oh, all the time.
Figured so much.
Yeah, that's how I was conceived of the movie. Oh, Coach, you could sit at the table. That's
Boy, did you say
That's straight up.
That's peroxide in the hair.
Straight up, dude, that's straight up the program. Look at your neck.
Lloyd, did you say you were conceived on a movie?
No, that's my namesake.
That was 98.
Yeah.
The neck.
That was 98. That was my sophomore year at
I was
A&M.
born in 92. The movie came out in 97.
No, I had a cowboy collar for
I mean, look, yeah, for a neck, he had a permanent cowboy collar.
That's what I'm saying.
97 through 02. So I was about 265 in that picture. I don't know if anybody can.
Coach, yeah, we can zoom in on this. Absolutely.
I think I had the color version of it somewhere, but I can't find it.
O-line or D-line, Coach?
Me? I was fullback.
Damn,
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why when I talk about fullbacks, I actually that's.
Oh yeah, they're gonna see this. Oh my goodness.
I'll just keep it right there in the middle.
He's a fullback
Click your
stand.
screen. It's about to.
This is cowboycollar.com. Oh yeah.
So this was 1998. That is peroxided hair, and my neck probably my neck probably weighed, 100 pounds.
You doing a bunch of these?
All right, I'm zooming out before
It turned too many people on.
No,
no, he's fucking dead.
I don't even know.
It's always fucking Tom. Every time LSU plays Florida, it's Tom Petty.
Is there a bigger buzzkill than playing fucking Tom Petty Won't Back Down? Like, it's a great song. I love Tom Petty. My dad loves Tom Petty. But I'm not trying to get fired up for the fourth quarter with Tom Petty.
Like, it's dead. Like, I'm out.
Can't win with him.
And it looks like they were on the field, like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His family.
Won't back down. John back down a long time ago.
Obviously, his best song was "Free Fallin'." You know that song, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was
That's him?
Yeah.
Wow, he's dead, yeah. Guy's dead. Turning over in his grave right now. Florida's getting their ass beat.
Oh! You jinxed it! Come on, 3. All right, now, what's the fumble? Let's make it Coach! Coach him up!
What?
Did we just lose our feed?
No, I unplugged my fucking laptop.
Well, why did we just try
All
to
right,
get the ball?
there's a point where some of those guys were going for the ball, but secure the tackle, and the second guy, it's called second man strip, all right? And that's not what Lloyd does at night. All right, the second man strip. The first guy gets
woman strip.
The first guy gets the tackle, and the second guy comes in. If nobody's secured the tackle, secure it first.
They really missed the hole, but it's cool. But we gotta make the tackle. They missed the hole.
They had 7 guys touch him on the. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Lloyd. I know it's your Saturday
It's
night.
my forte. I mean, I am. We barely got the laces. 7 guys touching. I mean, I've seen.
But no, but for real though, like they got to
2 girls, 1 cup.
They have to secure the tackle. That's unacceptable right there. I guarantee you this. I really have grown my appreciation for Matt House has grown a ton. I didn't really know anything about him before this year. But I can guarantee you this. That's going to be the first play they watch. I don't care how this game ends. That's going to be the first play that the team watches on Sunday tomorrow when they come in to watch the film, and that's going to be like, all right, guys, y'all want to play like that? It's fine. We'll just lose every game. You're lucky our offense is balling, but they're gonna get them right there on that. Promise you.
Tom Petty got him fired up.
I guess.
God damn it! I have to eat everything I've said about it. They fucking love Tom Petty.
I guess I spoke too soon on Tom Petty. Still fucking.
Well, you know what the name of his band was, the Heartbreakers. So, needless to say, he just broke your heart.
Oh, he's doing sign language on a commercial.
For deodorant.
For deodorant. It wasn't just
Hey,
that's the first time.
Oh, Eric Clapton sings cocaine.
Listen, deaf people need deodorant as well.
Over here, they're looking for a body.
We've reverted back to watching true crime because I just watched true crime. It was a mugging, and nobody got away with anything. Nobody got any money. They just touched his pockets.
The next time, when the 2 games are up there, we've got to post a picture of this.
Absolutely.
Of what's going on over here because these people in the 70s over here have been killing each other. And now in 2022, we decided we need to hear about it during the games. But
I mean, I don't know how to change that right there.
Who's playing this TV?
Wedding day?
I can change it if you want.
No, it's fine. But how did this TV get on that? Like,
so whenever we set this TV up, they picked their favorite channels somehow that we didn't pick. So one is on country music all the time, bottom left.
I'm good with that.
But it's not the country music that anybody likes. Bottom right is always true crime TV, and the top TV always talks to you. It's got like Siri.
Yeah, I heard it talking
and
to
it's
me.
it's like, who needs that? I know what's happening when I'm pressing the
Hey, did y'all say? Hey, I just saw something on the bottom of the screen. NC State quarterbacks out for the season.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
He has a screw.
It kind of looks like some people.
Does he have a screw in his for a tooth?
I don't know.
His tooth already fell off his
You know what happens when
Dude,
you
talk about not giving
when
a
you get
fuck.
when you get dentures, they screw them in there.
Well, so he lost a
Conferences
denture.
all over here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take care of my farm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I just buried the bodies. I don't know.
Yeah, they smashed out a tooth and said, fuck that, I'll use a screw.
Yeah.
Man came over here, asked me to bury a body, I buried the body. That's all I
Yeah,
did.
he said he had a couple dead horses, so I took them, tilled them up, and look, they're not my fault. I'm just doing my business. He gave me fertilizer.
I'm trying to fertilize my land.
You got to fertilize it to grow the seed.
Hey, speaking of burying bodies, did Georgia beat Vanderbilt?
Oh, I would imagine. I would do it. We're at 28 tonight.
55-0.
But then, did they cover?
I don't know.
What do you think of the law firm at quarterback? Stetson's been at the fourth. Is he draftable?
Yeah, I think he's draftable. I think he's a guy like Mac Jones. That's not the greatest. Guy, not the greatest passer down the field, but he's a really good player and he knows how to run a team. And I mean, that's how Mac Jones is. I know he hadn't played the last couple weeks, but I mean, he's winning with the Patriots over the past year.
Well, now they got Bailey Zappi.
That guy played out of. No, I'll tell you, their defense played out of their mind last week. They shut down.
What? I mean, is he Mother Teresa?
They're trying too hard now. They're trying way too hard right now.
I mean, that was got to have a touchdown for Florida, right?
Yeah, no doubt. But it was that was a scramble.
I feel like we do it
that
too.
wasn't a design run. That was a scramble. Okay, easy.
Hey, Sean.
Easy hitch right there. Easy hitch for 14 yards. 13 yards.
He's begging for it.
Yeah.
Where has this been?
He's foaming at the mouth right now.
Where has this been?
He smells blood.
Again,
I'm not taking my medication.
All that play is an extended handoff. That's all it is.
You got what, 10? 11?
Because that's what we used to say all the time when we would throw those quick screens to the receivers. You have to get 5 because it's an extended handoff, and you would expect to get 5. See, throw it up.
He's a weapon, dude.
Throw it up. Hey, but listen, that's the same exact throw he just threw to him in the end zone.
Yes.
Same exact throw.
Finally, he's trusted him a little bit. Look at him high point it. Coach, come down.
Run a play. I'm not calling timeout. Run a play. Too late. Got to run a play.
You think he had possession with 1 foot in?
No, run a play.
No.
I'm not talking to you, TV. The TV, for y'all that couldn't hear that, the TV just talked back to me. I don't know what it said, but it just talked back to me. So. Somebody died.
We got ball. Foot down. We got possession.
Somebody died of a head injury. I don't know if that's what we need to put up.
Is that
there.
what you got?
Yeah, so I got the picture. It says died of a head and autopsy died of a head
That's
injury.
perfect. I mean, that's
Here, I'll
perfect.
send this to you, and you can post this. I don't have to. Jordy Culotta.
Let me run social.
Yeah, you can run the social. Who usually runs the social?
No, Tingle.
Oh. Tingle talks. Look here, you got access, I'm sure.
No.
You don't have access?
They know better.
Oh, so that's probably true. Oh, they're in Detroit. Okay, I get it. I lived in Detroit for 2 years. Trust me.
Actually, you do have the password for mic'd up for the podcast.
I do. I'm not gonna say it.
But you don't. I mean, I think I do a good enough job of talking shit.
Noah does a good. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, they don't want my.
Noah doesn't talk shit.
Pervasive language out there.
I talk shit. Noah chooses not to.
Yeah, Noah turns the other cheek. He's a God-fearing man. It makes a difference. Catch or no catch.
Caroline.
Why?
Fuck Tom Petty.
Dude, that's gonna be the story of the night.
Should I tweet that?
No, not yet.
No.
Wait till after the game.
No, because Tom Petty. It's not Tom.
Yeah.
It's not Tom Petty's fault.
It's not Tom Petty's dead.
It's not Tom Petty's fault. Okay, don't hate on Tom Petty.
You-
Tom Petty's got Tom Petty's just.
He's got a great catalog.
He didn't ask for this.
He didn't ask for this. All right.
Keep your employees performing at their best.
Oh no, Coach, you're gonna get this kicked off the string.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be so loud. My bad. What if I played it? Do you have a guitar in here? I
You can play it.
I can actually play that song.
We don't. I mean,
I'll bring
I told you to bring yours. I
was running behind.
Did you see the Tennessee lineman throw up?
No.
If he throws
Oh,
up,
yeah, I did.
He throws up in front of the defensive line and he gives him
You don't know what
it's
you're in
fucking
for.
hard right now.
Hey, we had
I feel much better.
I know he smells so bad.
Hey, we had a quarterback in Cincinnati. I can't remember his name, but he didn't make the team. But it was the 4th preseason game, and we're going down to score. We're on like the 20 yards. It's like 4th quarter. Like they're worn out. Right before a snap, he goes, just like goes all over here, and then he takes the snap. He actually, I think he wiped his mouth. Takes the snap, ends up scoring a touchdown. I got to find this. I mean, but like it was
Caskey's
great.
clicker.
He just scored a touchdown. It was like cool.
Wait, did he keep it himself?
Yeah, I can't think of.
I mean, I can't hand this
For
ball
some
to
reason, I
anybody.
thought
This is up to me.
Ain't nobody touching it.
No.
I don't think it was. No, I think it threw everybody off. Like I don't know how it wasn't a false start, to be honest with you, because it looked like a false.
It's a hard. That was when he
It's a hard count.
The
Yeah.
hard count.
Hard count.
He bobbed his head. About a nickel. Oh my God, Gary creamed his jeans when that happened.
Oh,
What the nuts, Vern?
What is that? Sucking Nickelodeon?
Oh, you've never had any of that?
No, I haven't had any of that. That's something I don't think
You
I've ever
lose your
taken.
cognitive ability to speak or function.
Well, apparently, because they're killing people with it on this
That's what
TV
I'm
show
saying. It's
over
the
here.
perfect, if not, rape drug.
You know what? The question is, did they give it to him?
I don't know.
I swear, these broadcasts just. Apparently, they didn't give it to him. So.
He gave him the wave off, coach.
Yeah.
The double wrist.
He ain't even talking to him.
I don't want to hear it.
Fuck him, we'll take
Quarterback draw?
No, because you got a 6-man box right here.
Oh, look, he started. Oh.
No, that's what you do. That's what you do,
fine.
though.
Yeah.
So what you do is when you go to empty like that, a lot of times they have that built in. Like we used to have a deal too. If nobody was covering the center and there were no linebackers right in the middle, we called it duck duck. He'd run up and goose the center. Duck duck, duck duck. He'd goose the center and take off.
It's funny how much football correlation just works on, like, you know what this means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all little kids.
Don't overthink it.
We're all little kids. I'm just telling you. Bottom line, we're all little kids.
Put men in a room together and see what they come up with. Watch out.
Oh,
Let's see where the ball was thrown. That ball
It was
was
a
like
little behind him. It was on his hip.
well, see, that was a hot throw, so that was actually good by Kayshawn that he looked. I'm not sure if that was the route he had, but he broke it off fast because they didn't have this picked up at all. See that? Yeah, that's he. He got to catch that.
It's a bread basket.
It hit him like hit him around the waist, but like still he's got
punting it. I guess you thank God.
Maybe.
Yeah, they ain't faking it. I can guarantee they ain't worked on any fakes.
How bad do you think our fakes would be?
Well, actually, to be honest,
Hey, the fake might be nice.
They tried to get it.
All right, Steve. Oh, there you go. There's your shine, coach. Good job. Your fucking job.
Got a flag?
I like that.
Oh, he had too many men on the line?
I like that. I like that little pullover thing they got this year. It's
You
nice.
can't wear anything he wears. I'm just telling you.
No, I'm
now.
just saying. But I like the.
Oh, false start. Never mind. No, you didn't do your job.
No, I bet it was a legal formation, like you said. I think that's still a legal formation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He didn't have enough on the line.
Yeah.
We can't be hot right.
I mean, he stinks. He doesn't know how to play sport.
I had a good visit with Brian Coley the other day about all the issues.
Oh, you talked to him?
Special teams, and he is a veteran, the former head coach, veteran special teams coordinator, but they just can't shake it this season.
He fucking sucks.
Are they telling?
This too shall pass. pass earlier tonight with a muff punt.
It looks like, as you can see, there's
They're gonna kick it again.
mesh. You can see him right there. Sounds like he's injured there. We didn't know that. He's of course in street clothes.
They're going to run again.
Find out more on that. They decided
He can't move his right arm. Looks like.
to actually take the penalty prior to the kick. See if they'll kick it again. I don't blame them because LSU's punt coverage unit has been sketchy at times, especially last week against Tennessee.
Gave up a 50
What if he muffs this
return against Tennessee? So will Henderson
He
get a
fucking
chance for a
shanked it.
return here? It's a great directional punt. Can't do better than that outside the numbers.
About the same.
On the
You
white.
probably got. I mean, really, honestly, it was about the same result when it was done.
Was that before?
You got to tell. I think too. Like that's if you get the if you get the chance to re-kick. That's why a lot of teams don't want them to re-kick is because you could muff it again, and you don't want to take that chance.
Of course, lost the game last week, played really poorly. You have the game this week, then you go and you have Ole Miss next week. Week off, then you
Was that on? Is that game? That's not on Halloween, is it? What day's Halloween this year?
31st.
Monday.
Isn't it always the 31st?
No, I know it's the 30th.
Yeah. I don't think it's a Saturday.
What day of the week? Sorry. No,
It's a Monday.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
the Monday after our bye week.
Halloween games were always fun when the game landed on the actual Halloween because then all the people in the stands like
Dressed up.
oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, that was a nice one.
see that's tough. That was tough by the defender that was actually in front of that receiver. Five. See, Five's trying to get he's trying to get back out, and that's why he's got his back turned like
Is that a
that. He
catch?
was no. I'm talking about. I don't know. It looked like it.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that guy had the guy in front of him. People are probably gonna be like, well, why didn't he just turn and catch the ball? Well, he was like he was rallying to get back out there.
Ooh.
Jet sweep.
Oh, no face mask, no face
No,
mask.
he grabbed the ball. Y'all do know if you grab the nameplate, like if you grab the nameplate, not the actual shoulder pads, it's still a horse collar. At least in the NFL it is.
Well, not if you grab the dreads.
No, dreads are not part of it.
Dreads are not part of it, but it seems like the same thing as a nameplate.
Yeah. So I remember we were playing
That
Atlanta.
hockey league rule.
We were playing Atlanta, and that's back when Julio Jones had long hair, and Pac-Man grabbed Julio by his dreads and yanked him down, and they were fighting. Like it was like they were like, "Why aren't you calling this?" Well, your hair is not part of your uniform.
And was that when Pac-Man held him up? Like, did he
Yeah.
hold up the dreads and was like,
Well, I don't
yeah.
know if he got one out, but I remember he was crossing the field and he grabbed him and like yanked him backwards. Like
It's essentially a horse collar.
But it is, but it's
not.
It's not because here's the thing: if that's the case, why didn't everybody just grow their hair out?
Right.
You know?
Hey, coach, you got a platform there for 2024. Everybody here can have whatever, as long as your hair is long, you can play on this team. Put a wig underneath.
Palomalu. It was funny. I used to play the scout safety during some walkthroughs, like early morning walkthroughs. And back when Palomalu was playing for Pittsburgh, one week I threw a big wig on, and I had a penny on it. Had 43 on it. And I was like, I was having fun with it. I was jumping over the line.
Jumping. Yeah, just timing the snap over the top.
We were having fun with that.
Shit out of Florida State. 31-14. In Tallahassee.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
He should never leave the field.
I said it's in
I don't
Are
care.
they that far out of us? There's no way.
They got a good push.
UL.
I mean, you try to get.
I was watching the bottom of the screen, but like the fact that he bounced it out there, they gotta keep the edge up there.
They got a good push.
Oh no, they did have the edge. They got just pushed by. That was good by. That was actually good by the center, like the center back.
Oh my
they got,
God, 70. What's going on in Florida?
Just big.
Just big.
Be very, very smart if you're in the back end for the Bayou Bengals.
Here we go.
Here's the play action.
Deep ball.
Trine's loading up for it. Pitt. Oh.
I'm just telling you, he saw a train running right at him. Number 18, and it had number
Now
18
you're
on that
speaking my
train.
language, coach.
It was running right at, yeah. Watch over Jolari at the top. Watch what he does right here. This is really good. He comes back. You see how he came back?
Whoa.
See, he didn't keep rushing out there. He comes back.
He basically stunned himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you know how I keep saying, like, there's ways that you keep making these running lanes for these quarterbacks. If he would just stayed out there, running lane, well, you got to figure out, okay, the quarterback's already pulled up. I got to go create an edge for him.
Oh, that's a penalty.
No. Oh.
That's jward.com.
I like how the ref in the middle of the field threw it, but the two guys on the sideline didn't throw it.
Well, that's how, like, I can't tell you how many times you get those. The guy not even close to pass interference are the ones that are chunking them from way
Hell yeah,
back.
y'all are going to call that?
Well, they're probably like, listen, we were told to call these today.
I mean, yeah, but that's a penalty.
Technically, yes. It's a penalty. Technically, yes.
But you can't do what LSU is doing right now. If you make this a one-score game where you're up 3 scores.
That's got to be one of the hardest names to say. Zipperer? Did you see that? The back of the Florida guy?
I'd have to get the...
Zipperer?
That's the one you go straight to the pronunciation guy.
Zipperer.
Oh, no, Will Levis. Collarbone, AC joint. Oh, there's your guy. Get that ball.
Lloyd, the Astros and Mariners are 0-0 on the top.
Nobody cares about baseball.
I know, but it's
17th inning. Now I'm kind of intrigued. Yeah, we might have to get Murder She Wrote off the screen.
The 17, nobody scored anything yet.
Oh, it's not his throwing shoulder. Popping this thing back in, coach.
Oh, what did they say it was? I wasn't watching that game.
Sharon.
Have y'all ever seen somebody pop a shoulder back in?
Yeah.
It's bite the towel.
It's not. You don't even want to watch it.
You don't want to hear it either.
It's just you can see the entire
thing,
entire upper body shift. It's hard to explain.
It's like a chiropractor.
They're gonna call roughing the passer. Roughing the passer. Watch.
Don't say that. Don't speak it into existence.
I'm not. I just saw the guy go low, hit him in the leg. It looked
Well, this is in the NFL. You're stuck in the NFL brain.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Tom Brady's not out there. These they're young. You know, they're getting a scholarship to come here.
True. I'm sure they all care about going to school too.
No, they'll be there on Monday morning, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I mean, I didn't go to class.
Those are some concerned faces. Did you see the whole group of that shot right there?
Are we? Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, I knew that was gonna happen. I just knew
that.
Why do you keep going for the ball? Just make the tackle.
Thank you, Stewie,
It is amazing to me how much him and his brother
are the same person.
Are the same.
And neither went to LSU.
The same runner, the same guy.
How explosive is he in Jacksonville?
Well, this year he wasn't explosive last year because he didn't play.
Are we like super behind in this? On the game?
So I don't know, are we?
I don't know. Try to fast forward it.
Nothing.
Oh, okay, now.
I'm as far as
somebody said in the chat that Florida just made it a one-score game, but they might have just been predicting it. There's music.
Where are you seeing that?
That was in the chat. So we're not behind. He was just making a prediction. I'm supposed to block him apparently.
You know, so the thing about what they did, so they scored so fast on that other drive, they didn't have to go away from the run. You know what I mean?
Can I say that again?
So they scored so fast on the previous drive when he broke that long run.
Mm-hmm.
They scored so fast they didn't have to go away from the run, that's not what LSU needed them to have to pass the ball. But they ran that ball quite a bit on that because they didn't. I mean, there's 7.5 minutes still. So
well, we knew they were going to make this interesting, right? There's no way LSU Florida
doesn't come down to the T.
Yeah.
I don't think honestly. I don't think LSU's doing anything. Bless you. I don't think LSU's doing anything. Like some people are saying, well, maybe they're playing conservative. I haven't seen conservative play here. I think it's been more just got to make a play. With the, like we're saying, secure the tackle first. So I don't know.
It's more aggressive play than anything. It's just trying to force a turnover, get the ball back, and make sure. Because if you do get the ball back, the game's over. Like that's what you're thinking. We can run and score one more time and go up another score. But since that almost handcuffed you a little bit because you weren't able to play just sound defense and make them run the clock. Like the clock's your friend at this point.
Yeah, no doubt.
Especially if they're going to run it like that.
And if LSU comes out here and tries to run that same offense where they've been running the read zones and things, they might be able to run some time off because they've been successful getting first downs. So
if you're on the other side of it, well, I'll put you at your natural spot. What are y'all saying on the sidelines right now? Whenever you've seen, okay, we've given up 14 unanswered. It feels like now. What's our first? What are we saying in the huddle? What are we going to?
You need number one, keep playing your game. Don't get into 4-minute offense. Don't get conservative. Play your game. Play what you've been doing all game. Throw the ball up to
7
to
8, 11.
To 11. 11's gone up and got it twice. Keep playing your game.
And
don't get scared. Just because that's the thing. Scared money don't make money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
BillyNapier.com.
Yeah, there you go. So just go out there and just play like you did when you came out in the third quarter. Don't back off of what you've been doing.
Because if you're the offense, you can't base your momentum off of what just happened to the defense. Like we're still rolling over here. You're a review away from being up 3 scores.
Just keep playing ball and you're fine. But I think, and I'm not saying LSU's going to do this today, but there are a lot of coaches that
would turtle.
They decide, you know what, man, we got to start running. We got to start running the ball. We got to run this clock out, and then next thing you know, it's a 3 and out. Boom, they score. All right.
But that's what. Come on, get in there. Let's go. Sorry, got a little Kentucky juice. Let's go.
Man, this is 6-3.
Hey, Coach, I sat through an entire 9-6 game, and I've never.
What's the over/under on this game?
A lot.
The not 9.
Watch, y'all watch. They're gonna go to quadruple overtime and score nothing but touchdowns.
I should take the over right now.
And they're gonna break the over. I don't know if that counts or not if you go to overtime. But I'm just telling you.
Oh, it does.
That's gonna be one of those games where it's
right
like, man, I got it. Then they go to overtime, and you're like, well, crap. Yeah.
It's 13-10 in real life. I don't know where we are on this stream. Oh, way behind.
Is it way behind? You need to.
Hey, we're not worried about it. We're not worried about Mark Stoops.
What's the score of that game?
13-10.
This, how far back can you be?
I'm just streaming it from the laptop. I just want to give us something to watch.
No, I don't mind it. I was just surprised.
Hey, somebody said down here we're two plays behind, but that's probably about
LSU?
Yeah, but that's probably about right because we're streaming it from YouTube TV
onto
a YouTube stream. So it's probably by the time they stream it on theirs, it's probably about right. But
which is what the people want. They want our reactions to what they just saw.
Yeah, you're getting a literal announcer breakdown from an NFL coach.
So right there, but no, that's good. That's what they've been doing. Just give it to your guys and let them run. That is an extended handoff right there. That's all that is.
Oh wait.
Oh man, Garrett.
Well, get up, bro.
We can't wait. You can't burn a timeout, Coach.
Huh?
You can't waste the timeout.
No, I'm talking about just in general. Just he needs to for his sake, get up. You don't want to see him be. You don't want to see Malik Neighbors. You don't want to see Malik Neighbors laying on the floor.
Look at Bo. How are you on it?
Look at all the shoulder pads they got on the sideline. Like, are they going to break that many shoestrings on the shoulder pads?
They don't have the shoestrings.
Look at Charles Turner. Look at Charles Turner over there. Oh yeah.
Finding work. I'm good.
They had that big 21 on Charles Turner, and Charles Turner's held his own tonight. That's a much bigger guy than Charles.
Play call, real quick.
Run.
Oh man, this is who they trust the most.
That dude.
Yeah, that's who they trust the most.
And that's okay. I've tried to tell y'all from the get-go when I first started coming on these shows.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not. I have a lot of. I am an idiot in a lot of areas. I get it, but I can see running back talent. Kid's got talent. Wins to see specialist for finger. See, look at 21 over 69 right there. I mean that's a big dude over Charles Turner, and yeah, he's not getting push on him, but he sure is.
He's causing. He's just clogging.
Well, that's what 20. You remember? Was it Sean Rogers? You remember him playing at Cleveland? Big nose guard. I don't know if you remember him or not, but big. He weighed like 360 or something. They used to put him at that zero nose.
Just head up over the center.
Just head up over the center, and he just ate up the A gaps like you.
Well, that makes everybody behind you free to work.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing with this guy. Watch him because 21's not coming off the ball. 21's just. He's just watch 20. He's the D tackle to the bottom of the screen. He's just holding space right here. Like he's not coming off the ball.
No!
I couldn't tell if that was an overthrow or if he stopped running.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, flag on the field.
Oh, there's a flag. Maybe that's good.
Oh, Ripley, believe it or not!
Yes.
And I won't back down.
What did Tom?
Tom Petty?
Was that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling a little petty.
The Tom Petty. Tom Petty.
Yes.
Let's see what 86 did. Look,
Fonzie.
Fonzie.
Happy after the play.
No, it was body weight. Body weight.
Face to face too.
Yeah, but his body weight. Watch his body weight.
Oh,
that's 100%.
What do you call it?
It's body weight.
No, not that. When you continue.
Oh, a schnutty.
A schnutty, then.
Yeah.
That's a nice play from there.
No, it really is.
I mean, obviously not the best, not the easiest circumstance to be able to. Ooh.
That's yeah.
Yeah, they're kissing.
You can't. You got to know right there.
Oh, he has no clue.
Hey, they're off sides, by the way. They're lined up off sides. There we go.
It's your cat. You're gonna get him drafted.
You know what? If I can get back in this thing, I'll fight for that kid on the team.
Is it what it looks like on Hard Knocks when y'all are all in a room?
Yeah. There's a lot of talk. I mean, there's a lot of and sometimes it don't get along. You know, when you're talking about a player.
Yeah, I saw Hugh Jackson on there.
Yeah, and so like.
I mean, this is like it's not a bad call, right?
No, that is roughing the passer. But that
ball was out.
But it was the body.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
It was the weight. He put all his weight on the way down. If he would have put his arm out, like they try to say, then. But see, I think this is good by LSU.
4-minute offense?
No, it's not 4-minute offense because they've been doing this all game.
Okay.
Now I think you still need to mix in a couple of like short throws, some of those little hitches they've been running.
Bubble.
Throw the bubble, throw a little screen out
to
the
receiver. You get that little read tight end lead.
You could, and that may be coming up here because they've been running this read zone here, where they've been handing it off. You hear them? They're even talking about it. Is that McElroy? See, McElroy, we said it before you, bro.
I hate to say it.
Or did we?
They didn't do it. Uh-oh. Please.
Got to go get that.
They gave up on him.
They did just hurt his arm.
True. Yeah, you know what? You got a good point. He did just hurt his arm, so it's like there may have been something. Yeah, guys don't want to lay out when they're hurt. I can see that. There's a lot of LSU fans there today.
I've heard that's the worst place in the world to go to. Which I've also heard about LSU, which I could never believe. This is big time.
Yeah,
try to draw him off timeout. You can burn one, coach. Got a timeout? Can we get a timeout? Can we get a timeout? Can we get a timeout? Yeah.
Jay, look at highlight.
It's an incomplete pass. You don't have to burn it to one.
You know,
I love how mad BK
okay.
is on the sideline.
So the problem
You don't like it?
when you throw
Passionate.
when you throw deep like that, when you throw deep like that though, sometimes you're waiting for your guys to get back.
Say that again.
When you throw it, he threw deep on the last pass.
Right.
Sometimes you're waiting for a guy to get back. You know, so they got the play call in, but you're trying to get the right personnel. So maybe Malik Neighbors might have been trying to come out of the game, and they were trying to get somebody else in,
and we don't know the play.
And a lot of times when it's a deeper pass, that's hard sometimes because like Malik, who knows? I didn't see it. I'm not blaming it on Malik Neighbors by any
Get
means.
the alternate you from the other side.
Yeah, so you get. But right now you're talking about getting the right personnel on the field for 3rd and 8, which is one of the most. This is probably. You know, at this point of the game, one of the biggest plays of the game.
Real quick, that's what I'm saying. Are they in go for it territory wherever you go 3rd and 8, cut it in half, go for 4th and 2, 4th and 4?
You kick the field goal.
But they've only kicked 5 field goals this year.
I don't care. Well, I don't know. They're pretty far out right now. I'd say that's a 53 yard field goal.
Is this is the mesh play? You think?
I think you got to get you have to get yardage on this play. Okay, so right now, yes, kick it. No, kick it. I say kick it.
I say kick it.
I say kick it.
I bet they go for it.
I bet they do.
I think they go for it.
No,
but
you know
I think
why?
They should kick it.
You know why they're going for it? Because
some teams.
Well, maybe, but some analytics guy somewhere.
But this puts you up. It puts you up 2 scores. There's no reason to not go for it right now. I mean, not to. There's no reason to not.
There's no reason not to kick it.
You have to kick this football. And maybe there's no reason to try to draw them off. You don't want to lose your last time out.
They might be trying to draw them off right now. Nope.
You got it.
You got it, coach. Trust your guy.
Hey, good for them. They saw something I didn't see. That's why they're.
Maybe 21's no good.
That's why they're on the field, and I'm talking to you tonight. You know, I don't know.
Settle.
So here's the thing. Florida has 2 timeouts. For you to be able to run the clock out with 2 timeouts, you've got to be like damn near under. With 2 timeouts, you got to get the clock down under like a minute because they can call it pretty quickly.
It's about to be back in the exact same
I
situation.
think it's a minute 20 actually, but somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Because once you hit the 2-minute warning in the NFL and they don't have timeouts, you can kneel it and you're over.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I'd say right now.
John.
Cover up that rock, John. Roll with it. Don't resist it.
Yep, roll with pressure. I'd say right now these are good plays. This is 4-minute offense, but be safe with it. Run the clock down, kick the field goal, because right now is Florida really, other than a long scramble run, have they had a big play?
The first play of the game.
First play game, right? Yeah. Other than that, no. Like I think they got that fixed. Like they calmed down. And
if you're Florida, when do you start taking timeouts?
I think they're probably after this play. I bet
this thing's going all the way. You run this thing all the way down to 2:10.
Here's what they're going to do.
You don't snap this before 3. Here we go.
4 tight ends.
That's good coaching.
So right here, take it now. They're going to take one right here, probably.
And they're going to force you back to that heavy formation.
No. Did they take one? Yeah, they took one. Because I think
Coach,
now
they didn't take one there.
Because now what you're saying is, okay, let's.
Look at your boy.
I just been balling all
I wish he didn't wear the undershirt. He just let that belly hang.
My man's been playing the whole game.
I know.
You can sign Coach.
Coach, I can't go one more.
I'm dead.
Cheeseburger in the locker room.
Diet Coke, can of corn, I'll be fine.
He's like, what's that post game snack? What we got?
His water bottle's not water; it's just Coke.
Yeah, that man needs to just go full. I don't give a shit about my body. Take the undershirt off. No, just pads and belly.
Astros just took a 1-0 lead in the 18th inning. 18th inning.
Dude, I had to work the LSU game that went 21 innings or 18 innings like 3 years ago. I stayed there until like 3 a.m. I had to work there again to do traffic at 4 a.m. I just slept there. I just slept on the ground. And they're like, I'm alive. I'm dead. I was like, somebody can't come do traffic.
I think so. If they get the first down here,
I don't think you're worried about that at that point.
Was there 2 minutes left?
2 minutes.
If they get the first down here, if they take the timeout, they still need to get a first down, I believe. But like, you're going to run it down to nothing. You could literally kneel it, run it down to nothing, kick a field goal.
Well, I don't know if they.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying if you wanted to, you could do that.
And you also maybe take him at.
Oh,
he's done. That's collarbone, 100% collarbone or shoulder separation.
no, he's back in.
Then he separated shoulder.
How come they always show the mom? I mean,
well, yeah, it's a wholesome program.
number one, I get it, but like when your kid gets hurt, don't show the mom.
Oh no, they want instant reaction.
No, man, come on.
They're exploiting you for television.
They are. I get it. But, hey, do y'all even
Look
know?
how hurt he is, and he couldn't even move his left arm. Did you see that?
Do y'all even know? Like that's like Kentucky plays at Kroger Field. Do y'all even know what Kroger is?
Yeah.
Yes, it was in Alexandria.
Okay. Are you from Texas? Okay. So Kroger was based out of Cincinnati, so we had Kroger up there all the time. And I'm just telling you right now, like they had the greatest gas points program. It was great. Like you could dollar off your gas. I mean, it was great stuff, man. It was like, so all you local grocers around here, let's get some gas points right now because.
You trying to get sponsored by Kroger?
I'd love to be sponsored by Kroger. Kroger, if you're listening.
Florida has 2 timeouts, you're telling me.
I'll tell you what, honestly, as much as this bot has been posting in the chat, if you're looking to sponsor.
Yeah, Tinder hash high.
I didn't want to give them a shout out, but I mean, if y'all are trying to sponsor. Right?
Oh, Coach C is absolutely correct. He didn't know how to spell your last name.
I don't
know.
know.
Coach C.
I don't know what I'm absolutely correct about.
I think about the bots.
Oh, that's true. He's probably talking about Kroger fuel points.
Nervous, boys.
Are you kidding me? Hey, can you go hit that AC down a little couple points? Jordy likes to keep it about 76.
It is a little warm in here. Are you paying the bill, or is Katie paying the bill?
No, Katie's husband pays the bill.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah.
Did he not? Stewie, please. Jack, please. I'll do it. Shit.
I don't like that face mask.
What's it on, 78? Oh, 3rd and 2. Big play here. You got 86 in motion.
Big boy.
Oh, no! Hit it. No, it's 3rd and 7. Because the air conditioner's too hot.
Okay. They got two mascots. They got 2 Gator mascots.
Yeah, they have a female. They're married.
They have a male and a
That's the second weirdest thing as opposed to A&M. Zach's with Nick Stores.
Yeah.
He jumped. 85,
He got on the
87.
field?
Yeah, they went heavy. 85, 87 jumped.
Hey, where's the Phillies Braves series at?
Who cares?
The Phillies won it today.
Phillies won the whole series?
Yeah.
Oh, the Braves are out?
Don't fucking remind me.
Braves are out. How about that?
Don't fucking remind
What are we doing?
Because
he doesn't play, he doesn't know the cadence.
Got our shit rocked both fucking games. Yeah.
Wait, we're not talking about that right now.
I know, but he brought it up, so me and Janelle
Sorry.
were bonding over our fucking Braves disappointment.
False start again.
Yep.
Why would you lose 100? Why win 100 games just to fuck it up?
Shut up about the Braves. Nobody gives a fuck.
Me and Jamil care. Hey, fuck you.
Oh my god.
Sure are a lot of curse words going on this YouTube channel tonight. I apologize to your virgin ears out there. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I blame Lloyd.
Going from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and
12.
I now blame Stewie.
Fuck.
Again. Apologize.
No, we marked this not for children on the YouTube stream. You don't cuss, do you? I haven't heard one. I'm still trying to procure a job at some point. Look, there's LSU bottom right now. You see this cadaver? You see this dead body?
Oh no!
Slam him down.
Slam him down.
All right, now you're in a precarious predicament.
Kick it.
That's a big word, precarious predicament.
That's a
big 2 words. I'm sorry, I'm not Joe Biden. That was 2 words.
You can hyphenate it if you want to get married to him.
Nowadays.
Was that talking bad about Joe Biden?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sleepy Joe?
He did say, I got 2 words for you, made in America. So.
He said something this morning that went viral.
There he is.
He is not on Forensic Files yet.
Brian Kelly stressing.
Oh yeah, he just fucking blew the game!
They're in field goal range.
He didn't blow the game. They false started twice.
That's Can't happen.
So what are they doing? They kicking?
Are we not kicking a field?
No, they're kicking.
They're kicking it.
kicking.
All right, what's the yardage from here? It's at the 29, so that makes it a what?
37-ish, looks like. Or
There goes
47.
Kentucky.
Sorry, 47. They're kicking it from 37.
All right, $1 make or miss for $1.
So
$1 he makes it. I have $1 he makes it. $1 he misses it for you. Or do you want to flip it? You got to go now. $1 make. Yeah, you got $1 miss.
I'm out. I don't bet dollars.
Oh, you hit it.
You owe me $1.
Yeah!
You owe me $1.
All right, so
You owe me $1.
so does LSU onside kick it?
No timeouts for Florida.
That's a
Why
joke.
would-
That's a joke. It's a joke.
Wait,
It's a
hold
joke.
on. Why wouldn't you?
It's a joke.
Because you give them a short field this day.
I know, but
That's
you're
a
up
joke.
you're up 2
You
scores.
make them run the whole field this. They don't have any time.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. I was just
I
seeing how
kinda
y'all's
like- I
reaction
like
would
the
be
idea.
if I brought something stupid up. All right.
No. He's going to take a stupid idea and run with it.
There's nothing we can do worse. This is the most incredible thing we've done with special teams in 7 weeks.
Hey, make this field goal?
Yeah, that is. I mean,
You know
I'm
what
really
you-
not lying.
What if
That really is the best thing.
what if they kick it out of bounds? Shouldn't they kick this kick out of bounds so that they
They
can't
should
return it?
sky kick it
Make it interesting.
to the corner.
I'm just thinking of
And
every.
put Jack-
I'm thinking of every jacked
Put
up.
Besh back in pads on kickoff.
Stop giving this man screen time. Fuck this guy.
No, I love that they're giving it to him.
Hey, they should honestly they should try to just kick it out the back of the end zone right here,
I don't know if we can, Coach. And by we,
or at least kick it to the kick
Look, he's
it.
going quick.
No, just
He
kick
bombed
it.
it. He bombed it.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh no, he's coming out.
Good.
That's ETN, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, bad. This is bad. This is good.
Perfect.
Let's get him on the field. Oh, Duke, North Carolina, 31-21.
20-10. Duke, North Carolina.
Look, you called the over, Coach. 2010. They're moving the ball now.
I'm telling you, man.
Way behind on this team.
I just got yelled at.
I think this one's broken. Forensic Files is up to date. Y'all don't worry about that.
Wait, that old man's going to jail?
He killed her.
Oh, shit.
It boiled her skull.
The tables have turned.
He was a policeman.
Oh, shit.
Look, he killed her.
Yeah. She's basically dead.
Origin story.
She's dead.
Died a couple months after that.
Bye, Faye.
All right, Coach.
You got why play action?
let
Right?
us-
Why play action? I don't understand. I'm sorry. Why? Nobody thinks you're running right there, so don't
But
even
if-
play action now.
Well, it's the same thing that you go through whenever you say, "Hey, don't touch the ball and punt." Where you get one person to bite, that's all it takes.
Well, maybe, but it's
College is different than the NFL.
no, it's not.
We're just draft one of them.
True.
A really pretty ball. It's coming.
All right, so you got formation and boundary. They're going to try to run some crossing routes here.
Harold!
Pick it up!
Oh, hey, at that point, when you bobble it,
just get on
just
it.
get on it. Game's over.
Wait, that's why you play Harold
Perkins!
For everybody that said it wouldn't have made a difference.
I mean, it just played out on live TV.
So here's the question.
Ball out.
No, here's the question at Monday's press conference that needs to get asked.
You want to pass? You want to pass?
No, all I'm saying is he still didn't play a whole lot in this game.
He literally does every week.
But every time he's in the game, either on kickoff or
He
on
just
this
made
play,
the kickoff tackle, then he
he's
turned
making
around.
plays. You got to find a way
18.
to get him on the field. But to give LSU credit, they did have him in this series, so they had him in there. But and again, this kid's like, and he's a kid.
He's a kid.
He's a kid.
I know that hurt.
He's a kid about to wear 7 next year.
Is he even 19 yet?
No.
He's literally
He can't even go to the club.
just turned 18.
No, but think about this.
He was in the club.
I got a fake ID though.
Okay, I'm just talking from my own experience of what was I doing when I was 18, and how good of an athlete was I, or what was anything.
Wait,
They practicing under
Right.
center.
They
You
were
see
doing
that?
this?
No, did you see that?
Yeah, but
Coach, you see
They're
they're
probably
practicing.
reviewing forward pass or whatever, but I don't
That's a
think
fumble, no doubt. But did you see what LSU was doing?
That's good.
Wait, he's still trying to
Because I absolutely hate kneeling the ball in the gun.
Especially in this field position where you can't give up.
I just don't care in general. Do not.
That's a fumble. Huh?
Yeah, that's a fumble because it came out. He had no.
He didn't get over
he had an open hand. He had an open hand when he came forward. So you see how he comes forward. He's got an empty hand or whatever. His hand was empty. That's
David Blaine.
That's the NFL term. He had an empty hand. The ball went backwards too. It was spiraling, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
Walker's teaching him how to take.
they're probably laughing about that. It's like you can take a snap under center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they're doing the same thing. But like, have you ever done this? Like, no, me neither.
He took a few snaps today under center.
You know what would throw a defense off? I mean, seriously, as a team that never plays under center, come out first play of the game on offense and go under center. They might call timeout. Like I'm talking about a non-situational thing. Just come out and get under center and two backs.
They don't even look like they.
Come out and put a tight end at fullback.
Go Maryland die.
And just get in the eye. I'm telling you, the next team might call timeout. They might call timeout on first down because they don't know what's going on.
They haven't shown this all week on film. Haven't seen
They haven't shown it all year.
They haven't shown it in 4 years.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys are. Who is Casey Clicker? I don't know who Casey Clicker is.
That's how you know you've reached the pinnacle of fame.
Well, no, they said Casey Clicker, so I'm just. I like whoever. I like how NyQuil's here. NyQuilis.
Oh yeah, NyQuil Dilwad's OG.
Is now. I would love to have the name Dilwad because that would. I know it's not real.
That's like his poster name.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like I think I was actually called that back in the day.
Dillweed.
No. That's a bad call. No, his hand was empty when it was coming forward.
Showed like, yeah, they was gonna give it to him.
His hand was empty when it was coming forward.
Wow.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay. You know what? Put Perkins in there and let him hit him again.
About to make another one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's bad call.
Yeah, that is a bad call.
So,
what do you say to the official?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I think you just.
Can you give them that? Where they're gonna? It's not like baseball where you can get ejected.
I'll say this. I heard a lot of as long as you're not talking about him as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're okay. Now, if you go overboard, that's when they start throwing flags or whatever. Is when you start. Calling them names and stuff. If you don't call them names, but you just tell them it's a bad call, you can say whatever you want.
Look at 40 lurking. Here he comes again. You ain't faster than me, coach.
Richardson's like, dang. I usually outrun those dudes.
They're the same player.
He's like, Richardson's a big dude, isn't he?
Oh, what?
6'5", probably.
You're LSU.
I don't want to misspeak.
Hey, for all y'all listening right now, I got to throw it out there. Caskey's Clicker on YouTube. So somebody said Casey's Clicker. It's not Casey's Clicker. It's Caskey with a K in it.
64235.
Caskey apostrophe S. Caskey's, not Caskets. Caskey's Clicker. All right. Would love to have y'all subscribe. Would love that. Oh, we got a false start.
Yeah, subscribe to Caskey's Clicker. We do it every Monday and
it'll be
Friday?
No, the main show is on Tuesday morning. Like the big show is on Tuesday morning.
Big show's on Tuesday.
I'll tease it Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I can make it into the main Jordy Culotta show. We'll do it Tuesday around 9:15ish now, I believe. And then if there's something else to come in on Friday, then I'll.
This is what I wanted to pitch to you: is that we break down the opposing team on Friday. For LSU, whoever they're going up against. So for Ole Miss, we break down Ole Miss's offense.
Yeah, no, I tried to. I was doing that. I did that the week before with Auburn, I believe. I did their defense by myself. I didn't come in to do it, but I did it from my home studio, which is pretty sweet actually. It's in my 1-year-old's nursery. It's a pretty sweet setup. You should see it. It's like what you don't see is a crib and a changing table and a diaper genie. But what you see is beauty.
What's a diaper genie?
Bro, just have a kid and you'll find out. It holds all so you push the foot pedal and it pops up and you drop the diaper in there and it closes it off so it doesn't stink.
That's backwards.
That's back. Run, bro. Go tackle him. Tackle him.
Just strip him.
That was not an incomplete pass.
Look at Joe Tessitore on the call.
No, but you look at just when you have a kid. The first thing you buy when you have a kid is insurance for the kid. Second thing you buy is diaper junior.
And the third thing you buy is a credit card so you can gamble on his Social Security account.
How are you going to buy a credit card? That's how you're buying all the other stuff.
You just start using his. You just start using his Social Security number.
Hey,
did you not do that?
Our guys, I've had a credit card for years, man.
I'm talking about did you buy your kid a credit card?
No, I didn't buy.
But you put a credit card in
No.
your kid's name.
No, because I'm scared to give my wife a credit card. I'm not giving my kid a credit card.
No, you keep it, but you get unlimited credit on the gambling websites.
Actually, we've got the whole flight, the plane
Points.
miles and stuff. So we do nothing but our credit card and then pay it off every week. And we don't have any credit card debt, but we got all these miles, and it's kind of cool. It's a way to do it.
And you drove to New Orleans.
And I drove to New Orleans. Yes, that gave me
You should fly back.
I'm not flying. No. I used to get a bunch of plane miles when we were doing pro days. Because we actually got the miles when we did the pro days, even though the team was flying us. Okay,
you're double dipping.
Okay, so Perk's lined up here. He's probably going to drop. He's going to drop.
100%.
He's going to drop and spy. See, he's spying.
He's lurking.
Go get him.
Get him.
We got to hold or illegal hands to the face of the defense. One of the two.
I like how the ball snapped and Perkins didn't move. Did you see that? The ball snapped and he literally didn't move. He just stood there for a second and then started walking.
Someone else's.
I do think that Tennessee will receive first place votes. And I don't have any problem with that whatsoever.
Coach, you called the over also.
Like Georgia's number one until they prove otherwise.
It's at 90.
Do people eat crocodile?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between alligator and crocodile?
Oh.
Probably the same thing.
There's a difference.
He's talking about taste.
I'm talking about like eating it though. Is it like
not their olfactory senses.
I've only eaten alligator, if that makes sense.
I just never have heard anybody say, "Oh, I got some fried crocodile." You know?
Well, I guess down here you wouldn't because there's no crocodiles down here. Maybe in like Australia or something.
The fourth down, the game's over. It's over.
We don't need to kneel this down.
Fuck you, they are.
The live spread was 10.5. Let's go ahead and kick one.
No, stop. The spread was 10.5.
It jumped whenever I put it in.
No, hold on. You talking about for the second half?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say because like.
Oh no, the other one we're hammered, coach. We're good.
Because these dudes it's amazing to me how these over-unders and things. If I were to bet on something and say the over-under's 80, I promise you if I bet under, it's going to be freaking 81. It's going to be it's not going to be 90, it's not going to be 100, it's going to be 81.
It's right, always have to look at him under center. This is actually a cause for concern.
Oh, did they just false start?
They're not going to call it.
No, not at this point.
But Dre Jenkins false started. Look at K-Sean. Hey, K-Sean. Hey, round of applause for K-Sean.
Hey.
Get back in there. No touchdowns, but we had a day.
Hey, real quick. So in the NFL, just watch one of the backup receivers usually will be the deep guy. You know why?
Because I got to go catch somebody just in case.
No, because they get paid. There's a certain it's a play percentage that they get. So they actually get if they have 3 kneel downs, that's 3 free plays. There's certain things that they get paid on, and
the big win for LSU.
That's a huge win, especially on the road, number 1. But that's a good team they just beat.
And the way that they did it, right?
Offensively,
absolutely,
they totally turned the corner. I say that. I'll knock on wood for you, for all the LSU fans out there. Sorry, but I think that they showed that you can be a simplified offense and get the ball to your playmakers and be a much better team.
That's the best version of the LSU offense I think that you could see. That's what they should do going forward. Yeah. I understand Florida's defense isn't the best in the country, but if you had this same game plan against Tennessee at home, it looks a lot like this, right? That's what I feel like LSU went into that Tennessee game by pressing a little bit. This is maybe it took a week.
We have nothing to lose.
If you could score 45 with a defensive touchdown and the special teams muff, LSU was in the right spot, and as a coach, how much better does it sound to be 5-2 instead of 4-3?
Well, yeah, anytime. But you got to think too. You're 5-2 in a season where your expectations, I don't know, would be 5-2. Did people expect? I mean,
7 was the number.
I get it. I would say this. I think LSU people that drink the purple and gold Kool-Aid, we're going to say, yes, we were going to win it all. But in all reality, I think most people thought rebuilding year, remade roster, all that, and
all knew everything.
And I think they really just, I think they finally today showed on offense at least. And again, a couple of those things were not on the defense weren't necessarily good for the whole thing where they were trying to strip the ball and the whole thing where they didn't secure the tackle and things. That can be corrected.
And that's not something that you've seen happen often. I mean, I guess you saw it against, was it Auburn whenever he broke the long, whenever Jay Ward was punching at the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously that whenever you feel like you've given up a ton of plays or a ton of yards on one play, it's like, all right, let's try to get the ball out. It seems like they give up on the play if it's not going to be a turnover, where you can live to fight another down.
But think about this: if you're one of those other guys that's chasing behind all that, you almost at times assume they're going to make that play, and then they don't, and then all of a sudden you're out of range of catching them. So I think they've got to get to a point where if they clean that up on defense, really in all reality, you can live with the bomb on the first play or the second play of the game. You can live with that at times because it's going to happen. But at the same time, you got to clean up that tackling, which they will. Offense for sure cleaned up a bunch of stuff, which I thought was good, and they took it off of the scheme and gave it to the players tonight. You know what I mean? They took it off the scheme.
That's exactly what I thought needed to happen. Not to be we're obviously are casting room coaches at this point, but it felt like LSU was so forced against Tennessee, where they tried so hard to make the scheme not fit the player, as opposed to make they did the opposite of what's intuitive to what you want to do on the offensive end, to where James Daniels was just uncomfortable to the point where it's like, this will never work, and now we're forced into on fourth down. That Tennessee game to me is a wash at this point.
Yeah.
From what I just saw today, they can get it right, and even Mike Denbrock can get it right.
I think the Ole Miss thing is the next game is going to be a real game, and it's that
we're kicking that ass.
It might be a high scoring game again, like this one.
We're kicking that
ass. But it shows that LSU can compete.
It shows that they can score now. Yes,
yeah.
I agree. I'm with you. And the fact that Kayshawn finally had a good game, and I think that you got those upper level players like that when they're having a slump. It's hard. It's hard to get out of it because those guys push themselves harder than anybody, and when they're struggling, it was good to see him get out of it because I think next week he's going to play a lot more free.
Well, and how big was it to get him involved early?
That's big.
Because it feels like he's been checked out. No, and I don't want to say checked out, but it just feels like he never caught. I got you. I just put on USC. Utah.
Sorry, I was gonna.
It's the last leg of my parlay I still have up there.
Lloyd, you think Harold Perkins should return punts at this point?
Shit, who cares?
I said Harold Perkins returning punts.
Hey, so think about this. So, I'd have to go back and look. I'd have to go back and look at the game, but I feel like they got the ball to every major player on the offense in the first series. Early, they got the ball to every. If it was a bubble, if it was a hitch, if it was handing the ball off, they got it to everybody and got everybody involved early, and it calms everybody down.
And I feel like they gave Jaden easy throws early.
Oh yeah. And then he found those 2 scrambles, and then he said,
and then gave him the confidence to throw the deep ball to Jure.
And then he threw another one.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, he threw 2 of them to Brian Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Threw 2 of them.
Yeah,
touchdown and 1 down the sideline. It was the same throw. Mm-hmm. So it was good seeing that. Did we get any questions in there? I don't think anybody cares what I have to say right now.
Well, they said Coach C, because he doesn't know how to spell your name. He's scared of the Caskey, which it's on the lower third, so it's right there how to spell it. But he said Coach C's too good, going to be back in the NFL or college soon enough. So
I sure hope so. Landon, I appreciate that.
Or you can just come here and drink beer with us every Saturday, and hopefully your 401k, you got tenure in the NFL.
I'm vested. I am fully vested, so I could use a couple more years just to get. There's another level that I need to get.
You're trying to go platinum?
Yeah, I'm gold right now. I need to go platinum, but no, it's weird because that whole thing changed. By the way, a lot of those teams dropped all that fully vested stuff, but luckily I got in early enough. Is Lloyd going to sing Johnny Cash into that mic? I think he should.
Ring of Fire.
Question for what's JD5's performance on patience?
8 out of 10.
Much better today.
I think, yeah. But I don't know if it's patience. I thought he was
Trusting.
I thought he was patient, but he actually threw the ball now and got it downfield. So, patience-wise, I would say it's a different level of patience to where he actually threw the ball and he had patience enough to believe in himself to throw it. Ask Coach if I'm a Dapper Dan. I told y'all I'm not a Dapper Dan man. I buy my hair gel at Walmart. Okay, I don't spend a lot of money on my hair.
Over.
Right? It doesn't do anything but stand straight up. Or if I grow it out, it lays flat down.
But you've got no recession there. You're strong.
That's my hair's going gray though. I'd rather go gray than bald.
Oh, Coach, you're going silver fox. That's what you want.
Everybody says that, but then I just feel like I'm old.
How old are you?
43.
Oh, you're not that old.
Yeah. Let's see here. Security for his kids, yes. Trust me, I'm more worried about my kids than I am myself.
Oh, no.
Coach Caskey, could you stump for special teams coach at LSU? I've coached on special teams before. I'm not going to talk any bad about any currently employed coach because...
Would you coach special teams if it was open at an SEC level?
I would love to coach special teams because I like special. I think special teams are fun to coach. People think I will say this. People think special teams are easy. It depends on what you're running on special teams, but like special teams are all about getting the right people on the field. And I think we've all talked about that 100 times. But you've got to be able to, especially in the NFL, because you're not going to put your starters out there. In college, you usually don't either, but you've got 115 people to choose from.
LSU doesn't.
So you've got to figure out in the NFL level of how to get the other 20 dudes that aren't playing during the game. How do you get them involved? And then at the college level, you got to figure out who those guys are that you want to use. Your backup linebackers, your tight ends, your safeties. Those are the guys, running backs. Those are the guys that are good on special teams. It's not receivers.
Well, what LSU did for so long, which is what has people confused, is they put their starters on special teams. They had guys that were either budding superstars. It was Jarrett Perkins, what you saw tonight.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that played. You had guys that were competing not only to be on the field, but they wanted to compete on special teams because they thought you could make a name for yourself there.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to get on the defense. And so that's where a lot of people were like, I'm going to make my hay on special teams as a freshman to show I'm going to go 110 every time down the field. And that's what made LSU a little bit different because it was never what it was right now.
And they got to continue to, whoever they're putting in there, develop those guys and work on the fundamentals because, like we said earlier, I mean, you can. Whoa, oh my goodness, that looked ugly. Sorry, that was the USC quarterback about lost his head. But no,
put the kids to bed.
You need to work on fundamentals on that. It's easy. Once you get the fundamentals right, it's a lot better. Now, we had a question here. What's the main talking points from House going into the run-heavy scheme of Ole Miss? I know what you're saying. I coached at Ole Miss. I get it. I know what we were calling.
Did you?
Yeah. I'll tell you. Have you missed this conversation?
I think I was out that week.
No, I talked about it tonight. You were out tonight too, weren't you?
I didn't hear.
Hey, I saw you. By the way, I saw you on a State Farm commercial. Have you not seen the State Farm commercial with Lloyd in it? No. It's with Mahomes, and he has a dirty jersey, and he gives it to a fan. The fan passes out because of the dirty jersey.
As long as I'm not Mahomes' brother, and as long as I'm not Jackson Mahomes, I'm good with it.
No, there's a dude in the State Farm commercial looks just like him.
Just a dirty man.
But he got the same hair and the mustache. So
I'm telling you, I'm gonna go reverse mode here in a second.
So to answer the question about Ole Miss, they've got to correct the tackling. I think if they correct the tackling, what they did tonight, if they play like they did tonight, and the scheme that they had tonight, they should be okay. But they got to correct the securing the tackle part. Rugby punt or classic punt. I like classic punt, but I've been in the NFL too long. I'm screwed up.
Well, the rules are too different, right? Like for what you can release on special teams as
and the NFL and colleges. In college, I think the rugby punt's good if you can do it because you can move that pocket and you can.
You saw what happened against Seattle and the Saints with the rugby punt, where he thought he wanted to take it, and it's like that's the difference between the NFL and college.
Because you can't kick. Once guys are downfield, they can't release until you kick it.
Right.
Let's see here. I lost where I was here. Ask Coach. I don't know what you were trying to ask Coach. It just says ask Coach. Oh, rugby punter. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, you could just ask me something. I don't know. Call the players meeting, builds on confidence. Did Beck quit? No, he didn't quit the team. What's your overall thoughts on O-line play tonight? Honestly, I thought they played pretty well, and I made the point of Charles Turner beating up on number 21, my 380-pound nose guard wearing 21, and thought they did a good job. They passed off some pick games that were pretty amazing too. So I thought they did a good job with that. Overall, pretty good. They ran the ball well. Happy Saturday. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Southpaw.
Oh no, she wants. We've had this happen a couple of times in the chat. Don't send Southpaw any money.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. We had somebody else that I don't know how they find us.
Oh, help, please. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. No. Wider wheat toast for me. Special teams support is O&D.
Oh, you butter the bread and then toast it, or toast and butter the bread?
I toast and butter the bread, but I butter my Eggos and put them in the air fryer.
Whoa.
Try that one out. Because it gets that butter goes straight into those Eggos. Woo.
Game over.
It's done. Y'all try air fryer. Air fryer's the way to go.
Speaking of.
Special teams supporting is O&D, more complicated. Nah, it's as important. I wouldn't say more complicated. It's just different because you're dealing with different people. You're not dealing with your starting players. You're usually dealing with your backups. So yeah, it's a little different when it comes to that. Just making sure they're all on the right page. Butter bread than toast. Toast, yeah, I answered that one. O-line really starting to gel. I think they are. Air fried waffles are legit. I appreciate that. That's good.
See, I was always a big Pop-Tarts in the oven. I'm not in the oven. In the
toaster oven.
Yeah, the cinnamon toast.
Okay, so
Pop-Tart
the reason
butter on them.
The reason I started doing that was because every time I would toast my Eggos, they cool off so fast. Eggos do. And by the time you put the butter on, the butter never melts.
It's the anti-pizza roll.
I don't like it. I like melted butter on my, and I'm not going to melt the butter in the microwave and pour it on my. It just makes no sense.
Yeah,
so I'm just using the air fryer, and
air fryer is a game changer.
I'd say the other thing too, the go-to drink for me, I think you gotta look at, everybody has like a whiskey, Coke or whatever. Like you gotta go vodka, water, and Kool-Aid squirts.
I'd go vodka water with the Mio squirt of lemonade.
Yeah, that's
calories out.
You're hydrating while you're
hydrated and never hungover.
So, well, I'll tell you what, we're on
the same page here.
I think
if you're really drinking, it's
Mad Tree out of Cincinnati, Mad Tree Brewing. Kenny McNutt, if you're listening to this, sponsor Caskey's Clicker, Mad Tree Brewing. I'll tell you what, that's why you heat the syrup. It melts the butter. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about heating the syrup. So
I'm trying to work that hard.
I like
that fucking Eggo.
I like this, Dilwad. You're helping me out. I'll tell you what, though. I think I need to cut this off because
we're all done.
I am driving to New Orleans for the game in the morning. So
Ubering.
No, I'm Ubering myself. So appreciate everybody coming on tonight. We still got 65 people in the chat.
This was one of the best we've done in terms of. I mean, we haven't had a watch party in a while. Coach Caskey, thank you so much for being a part of it. We'll do it again for the next away game if you're available, because I feel like everybody learned a little something. There's some questions in there. You got to see a little bit of raw reaction from the people that were not grown enough to really have perspective, so we just expect LSU to win every game. So you balance us out. We need that. We need we need the perspective.
I appreciate it. And again, I think this group of people here is an interesting group of people. They are coachable. I don't know if they're ready for the prime time yet, but they're getting there. We might, like I said, be ready for preseason game 1, Stewie. I think we're there. I think we're preseason game 1.
He's on his phone at the meeting. Coach.
I've already
get on your iPad. Get the.
I know.
We just won.
I've already.
he's live streaming from IG during the post game presser.
Listen, I've already put Lloyd on short term IR at one point earlier already a couple weeks ago, and he came off of it, which is good.
And then it's supposed to be out today. Came back.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You were almost on the inactive list, but we pulled you out.
Can't have it happen.
We had that 2 hour before because you got a tournament an hour and a half before the game. 2 hours before the game came through for me. So
Yeah, there was some sort of post on the Instagram that seemed like it was titled me. I don't know what that was about.
well.
Hey, we don't need no audio engineer. What we need is an IT guy. I mean, that's not my fault. I can run the audio, but take it for what it is. I saw the shot across the bow. Jordy, I'm here.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm calling it a night, and you know what I gotta say to y'all? The last thing I gotta say?
Aight.
So.
Aight out.
Appreciate you.